Hi everyone, welcome back to Vulcan. Right, uh, we were, well, Sophie was doing the greenhouse, which is kind of finished, got a few little bits that needs to be done. I was doing the furnace, and then Sophie had also set up trade. Now, I don't know. Meteor Munchies. I mean, they're probably going to sell food, but we don't really want food, we want seeds.
I've already looked at something, it's not there.
You got to turn the dish on.
Why?
Because you can't detect a trader without the dish being on.
What? I'm looking at the list to tell me what's around, and then a seed one.
No, I was talking about the Meteor Munchies one.
You don't need that, do you? Just wait.
Well, all I'm
Got food,
saying,
man.
well, we're limited on our food. So all I'm saying is, why don't we bring him down, see what he's got, see how much money we've got, and just try. We might not be able to even get him.
No, it's a 7x7 with 15 runway.
Oh, leave him then. I need to go and get some oxygen. Do you need any oxygen?
Uh, yeah.
Also, I'm going to apologise about any audio issues. TeamSpeak isn't working for some reason today. So we are resorting to Discord, which is fine. But for some reason it keeps cutting out a little bit here, there, and everywhere. So hopefully we'll get that sorted out before the next video. But this will have to do for now.
For some reason, you're being really mardy and won't just look into it.
I don't want to be looking at that all night. I want to play the game.
See, you're already whining.
Because you keep telling me to look into it and I don't want to look at it. Uh,
Such a whine little bitch.
Nebula Nectars. They might be seeds. Let's find out. They might not be.
Oh, you've just gone really loud.
Oh, sorry
Oh,
about that. Hello, Sophie. We are going to try and get another trader, Sophie.
well, it's my job, so I think you should
Well,
piss off.
you get Nebula Nectars then. Let's see what he's selling. So I'm gonna go outside and make a quick change because a couple of people mentioned that the passive vent that is out there is not in the right place. Because this should be inside. And they are correct. That pipe is now
I haven't
gonna
had time to
have...
look at,
What?
I haven't had a chance to look at thingy actually.
What's thingy?
Comments.
This might screw up actually now. Let me bring these pipes back inside. So that pipe there needs to go. Luckily, we've got no atmosphere in here, so I think we'll be alright. I'll just get rid of that. But I have a feeling there is a pipe inside that frame, so I need to remember to look for that later. Once we've got some walls up in here. So that was job number 1. So on the greenhouse, my darling, you need to get well, I was going to say an overpressure system, but for now, let's not even worry about that. Because I think we said we need to do cooling. I believe.
Don't we need both?
We do need both, yes. But I think while we're waiting for seeds, we get cooling set up first because it's quite involved. Recreate the breathing setup. Why do we need to recreate the breathing setup? Can't remember why we wrote that down.
Really? You made the list?
Yeah, but I can't remember why. And also, why have we got volatile in there? That is feeding from what was our waste tank? Fuck. Okay, we need a filter to filter that out as well then. That's fun. Oh, that's probably happened because one of us opened our waste tank outside. And we've allowed a little bit of volatile in. But we'll be able to deal with that.
Say me, I can take the blame.
No, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was me or you. I'm not sure.
You know it was me because it exploded.
Yes, it was you actually. Yes, you can take the blame for that. So the easiest way of sorting that, I think, is going to just get a portable scrubber, release it into the room, suck it up, job done. So let's get one of those made. Hang on, did we start with one? We did. We did. We might as well just do it in here because we've got pollutant in here as well. I can release it from there.
This guy sells gases and water.
Gases and water.
Canisters.
Yeah, I mean, we're not desperate for the water right now, so let's not worry about it. Let's, yeah, just get gone. Right, I'm gonna release this into the base.
That was a waste of time, wasn't it?
At least we know, though. It's not a waste of time. We just didn't know what he was gonna sell. We not got any passive vents? No. Okay. So I'm just going to filter out the crap that we've got in this pipe in here. And then
What are you actually doing?
So this pipe here has got volatile in it, which we do not want in the base.
The waste tank pipe.
Yes. So I'm just going to put a passive vent down. Release it to do not open your helmet. Okay. And then we're going to turn this guy on. And he will suck out the pollutant, which we've also got over here. Set you outward. And let's just get this air cleaned. And then we'll suck it back into one of those systems, and then we'll be good.
So you're pushing this out as well?
I was doing, yes. Yeah, it's empty. So we're good. So we are looking like the volatile and the pollutant is almost gone. Right, volatile's gone. Pollutant we're just waiting for. Our pollutant's gone over here.
Volatile over here.
Yep, that's coming down there. That'll be gone in a second. It's gone.
Galactic growers?
Yes. Is it 3x3?
I don't know.
Get him. And if he wants a 5x5, we'll make a bigger dish. We'll make a bigger thing.
Find him first.
I'll leave that with you for now. Whilst I try and get this sorted. Because this can fit through the door. We've been told before. It just takes a second. Maybe we have to go backwards. Someone definitely told us you can get this through. Sure they did. If not, this just stays in here for now. Come on. Get through the door.
How do you know if you need the medium dish for it?
Well, if you can't, if you've tried everything, you can't find it. We probably need the medium dish. You could try and make it if you want, or I can try and do it. Whilst we're waiting, have you got the dish up to full power? I assume you have. We need some steel. We got steel. Copper, silver, iron. Oh, I need some steel. Fuck. Okay. Steel it is then. Oh, we've not
Do I
even
have to
got...
do anything to refresh it after you've already called one down, or because
No.
I'm not finding out.
No. It would just take some time. I'll try and get some steel. We just haven't got any ores or anything. We've done shit. uh, yeah, we definitely haven't got any. Crap. Have you got any iron in your mining belt?
No, I've only got lead.
You've already got lead. Okay. Can I make... I've got 21 plus that. That's 71. I can't divide that by 3. I've got 37 plus the 50 gives me 87. You can divide that by 3. Give me that. Don't know what that is divided by... Love, what's 97, 87 divided by 3?
Fucked far
A
now.
maths question. Crap, I need a calculator because I'm stupid. 87 divided by 3. 29, so I need to put 29 colon. Fine, let's do that. Yes, I am that thick. And I'm even worse because what number did I just say? 29.
I won't really listen.
I'm sure it was 29. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make what steel we can. I need more heat. So we'll whack the output to full, get it emptied. And then we'll take some of the input. You found that trader yet?
No.
Okay. Hopefully the medium dish will do the job, but I've got a feeling if we need the medium dish, there's a chance we'll need a bigger landing pad. Which is always fun when you're in a rush. Right, I got some steel. So next, let's get this medium dish made. Which is going to take about a minute. In the meantime, we need 1 steel sheet and 1 plastic sheet. We have none of either, I think. You go down there for now. Plastic. Thank you. And then a steel sheet I've got on me. So what we'll do, I think we can fit a medium dish in here, so it might be worth taking down the small dish temporarily. I don't know if you want to do that now. If you've not found it yet, I'm going to say we need the medium dish. Excuse me.
Can you make it?
It's printing now. It's a printing. I think it'll fit in that space. It might clip into the frames, but it's fine. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And what I might do, if it's alright with you, is I'll start printing out more of the trading bits, the landing pad, in case we need a 5x5. Whilst you're trying to find the trader. Right, there's your dish. Steel sheets you'll need, plastic you'll need. I'm hoping that'll fit.
Oh, that ain't gonna fit in there. It's fucking huge.
Just try it though.
Oh. No, look. For yourself, that's no way gonna fit.
Locked by landing pad diagonal. Locked by cable. Fuck! You'll have to go outside. Do you want to go outside and do it? Or do you want me to do it?
Aren't you already heading out?
Say again?
Aren't you already heading out?
Not yet, no.
Well, then I need to empty my inventory because I'm full. What do I need?
I've gave you
fucking
everything you need for it. You'll just need some cables to connect it up. So you've got a 3x3. We need a 5x5. So I need 10, 11, 12, 13. I need 16 more landing pads. I am gonna...
So what, do I need sheets and plastic?
Yes, and then cable. I ain't got no cables. If you need some, take some with you. Get some printing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I really want us to get this galactic growers.
Where the fuck am I meant to put it?
Just stick it anywhere that you can get power kits to it for now. Doesn't matter.
Don't fit anywhere. Well, I'll have to put on the roof.
Fine. As long as you can get cable to it, doesn't matter. I will get some cable printing in a second. We definitely haven't got any in here. Go away. Oh, I can connect that to a connector, can't I? And chuck the gas outside. That one.
Gonna go sorting that.
You what, sorry?
Gonna have to go sorting that.
Oh, okay. Don't know if you can hear the dog, but yeah, he's that time of night now where he wants some attention. It's all fun and games. Oh, I've given all the steel sheets, haven't I? Just had to go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. How long we got left on this? We have no idea because we can't bloody find it. 4, 5, one more, one more, one more, one more. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Boom. Okay. Let's quickly go and place these. Hopefully Sophie will be back and then we can get the steel sheets off her. We will also take some frames down rather than printing more. Just because we're in a rush. We have no food production. And no means to do it either. Right, we've got spare frames, so that's good. So we're going for a 5x5. So we're going to go for... She's going to hate me for this, but it is what it is. I need those frames. These are iron frames, not steel frames. That doesn't matter. Do. 1, 2, 3. Quick, 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 quick. I mean, I could do all this, and it could be a bloody, like, 7x7 or something. But we don't know if we don't try. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm just saying, like, we could rush and try and do all this just to find that it's a 7x7.
My cable's the wrong colour, just FYI.
We'll sort it out afterwards. I'm more concerned about us trying to get the food and keeping our colours correct. Oh, we wanted some potato seeds. Right, landing pad. I'll remove that terrain in a second. Frame goes there. Landing pad goes there. Right. Quickly remove that terrain. But darling, when you're done, I need some of those steel sheets that I gave you. Need to get this place this thing welded up quicker. Right. So I need to take out that middle landing pad segment. Need the wrench. Take this one out, take this one out. Then everything gets the angle grinder. That one, that one. That one becomes the center. That one just becomes a thingy one. Weld those back in. You got the dish up? Okay, we're in. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to bring the computer out here. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to use the dish.
I've just been talking to myself for like fucking forever.
Never mind.
Did you put the cable out?
Did I what, sorry?
I was talking to you saying I can't get the cable to connect and he just sorted it out, so I put them on the floor for you.
Why can't you get the cable to connect?
And then I said, well, let's swap jobs. But you obviously didn't hear me.
No. Why can't you get the cable to connect?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you to do it.
It is connected. I think.
It wasn't.
Well, it is now. It's fine. Right, dish is up here, so let's just
Turn the dish on.
I brought the computer out here, my darling.
Oh, why?
Because you're not going to be able to use the computer inside the dish outside.
But you said the whole point was having both insides and you're not stood outside, innit?
Yeah, I agree, but we're in a rush. Obviously, the medium just doesn't fit, so we'll sort that out at some other point.
Is as big a rush as you think?
Well, yeah, because if we don't know when we're going to get a food trader. Right, see if you can find him now, hopefully. Right, I'm going to go and sort my air tank out, otherwise I'm going to die.
Yeah, I need air and water. I'm gonna have to come in a minute, sir.
No, we ain't got time. You don't need to breathe.
Well, then you come out and do it.
I'll come out in a second. You keep looking for it while I sort
No, I
myself
need
out.
air and I need drink.
Yeah, but you can do that now. Waste tank can go in there. No! Oh my god, love.
I need air. I said
Just
that's what I'm
wait.
coming in for.
Think about what you're doing. I need to get out.
I'm thinking about myself, not you.
No, you haven't got time to think about yourself.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
Right, that would do for water.
Temperature critical.
65
How have
degrees
you
in
done
there.
water?
Sorry?
How have you done water?
Water's not even in the greenhouse yet.
So how have you just drank?
I just drank it in vacuum.
What, so I can just drink in here? You told me not to open my helmet.
Do it very quickly. Like, I didn't drink a full bottle. I just drank enough to keep me going. Come on, Galactic Growers, where are you? I don't want to lose you.
I hope you do.
Why?
I don't know. Just don't like you very much.
Well, shut up.
No.
I'm trying to keep you fed here.
Bad dog move.
Well, crack on with it. Ah. I need to turn this bloody jetpack down. It's so fast. Find it yet?
Still fucking moving. How much did you move it?
Maybe a lot. Right,
Still moving.
Yeah, but there you go. Come on, you ain't got time to be waiting. Oh, don't do that one. You want to rotate the dish. Use the middle one.
Why?
Because that'll pick up the trader top and bottom. You want to go round and 360 now. So maybe the next is left. I'm hoping we'll pick it up.
How do you know it's not at a different height to what the height's at?
It'll... Well, we don't, but there's no point. If you're going up and down all the way around, you'll be there all day. You're better going round at this angle. No, not that way. The other way. We've just come from that way.
Fucking no. Just go away, let me do it.
Oh, but love, we're going to
Don't make me
starve to
mad.
death. We're going to starve to death, though.
What is that I'm after?
Galactic Growers.
What's nebula nurturers?
That might also be plants.
Okay, shit.
Nebula Nurturers could be plants as well, to try and get any of them.
How do I change my jetpack again? The thrust on it.
Go into your backpack.
It don't even hold me. It's awful.
Yeah, just turn it up to like 50. That should be fine.
So what am I doing? Nebula nurturers or...
Whichever one you find first. Ideally, you'd find
I've
Galactic Growers.
seen nebula nurturers. So I'm asking you.
What?
I can see nebula nurturers. That's why I'm asking you.
What size pad is it?
3x3.
Bring that down if you want first. Go for it.
Well, I need to get close. I'm like minus 143.
Power low.
Right, can I get this outside or what? Come on, you stupid thing. I know I can use the other thing, but I don't want to use the other thing. Hang on, wasn't it something about, like, stand in the airlock, press the button? Yes, it was. Ow. Boom. Community strikes again. No, let me out. And then, come to me, come on. And then, come to me. Yeah, there we go. And I think we can just drill this guy. Because if we press the lever, it don't work properly. There we go. Right, so hopefully Sophie will be able to get one of those traders and we can actually get some crops. And then when she comes
No
back...
Stationeers even have crops though, is there?
Well, nurturers to me sounds like I'd like to think they're nurturing plants. But that might just be wishful thinking on my part. I also need to go and do some mining, so I might go and do that now whilst you're doing the trade. Because I don't want to crack on with cooling or anything until you're free. We also need to get some quality of life stuff done at some point.
Such as?
Better drills. We already got the portable lights, but the larger mining belt and tool belt would be nice. Silicone. Don't need much silicone though. I need iron more than anything. There's none there, so that's not helpful.
Right, galactic growers is 6x6.
Okay, we
So that's
can't
not gonna happen.
can't get that then, so just get the nurturers. At least we know. Otherwise, it would have just gone and we'd have been like, we could have got seeds.
So I'm trying to interrogate it, but I don't know if we've got enough power.
Turn the dish up if you have to a little bit. I haven't put it to
All the
full.
way up.
Don't put it all the way up.
I'm
Or
full.
you'll burn the cable. It will not hold, I don't think. Right, iron, copper. Oh, she got it. She bloody got it. I can hear it. Let's just hope it sells
Yeah,
seeds.
sounds like pretty surprised.
Not surprised, just grateful.
I hope you don't. I want you to starve.
You're also starving with me. If I starve, you starve.
But as long as you starve, it's fine. So these sell seeds.
Yes. Boom. Turn that dish off. Turn that computer off. We are good.
Do we even have any money?
We started with... So I've got 800 on me. So we definitely can get seeds off him. So we are good.
I've got 200.
Yep. So we'll make sure we
Can I
can...
just let my waste tank off in here then?
What, inside?
Just in the bit with the machines.
Ideally, make sure it hasn't got any
Oh, I've got
volatile.
the amount. I need to put it in the thing, don't I?
Make sure it hasn't got any volatile in it before you do that, though. If it has, for now, just print out a fresh one. And we'll sort that out later.
A fresh what?
Canister.
Hunger caution.
We want to try and avoid putting volatile in the base if we can help it. It's not a massive problem to get it out.
Let's go to... No, it's fine.
Okay. Right, I've got us some basic resources, so we should be okay on that just for a little bit. Okay, and how much are the seeds that he's selling? Oh, he's got ferns as well. Perfect. Okay. He's got ferns, he's got wheat, he's got potato. Booming. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So, the first thing I think we should do is cooling. Because without that, we're not going to get crops. Now, there's an easy way to cool. And then there's a not so easy way to cool. I would say we go for the easy way to start with. But just bear in mind it's going to use a lot of power. So we're going to need to sort that out. What we can do for power... How are we for food? Are we in a rush for food? No, we've got seeds.
Oh, better be.
Hello, my darling. Oh no, that's the chat thing breaking. Because Discord is crap when it comes to our bloody internet. Can you hear me, darling? So we've got TeamSpeak working. Thank God.
Hydration critical.
And now I need to drink. We can also turn that vent off as well.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
Right, my darling. Where were we? So, you got the trader. We're fine. You're in there just sorting. Oh, you're here. Hello.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna do this properly so I can have a proper drink.
Okay, dokie. So we can't grow potatoes without cooling. Now we could easily empty some oxygen into that room to get our potatoes started. That's potentially an option just to get them going. But cooling we need to do next. So one way of doing it is to
Oh, it's too hot.
Yeah, it's 53 degrees in here now. It's fine. We'll have to just use the other room now. Not a lot we can do. Just suck it out. Use
So
the
I can't eat and drink.
Well, you can. We just have to do it in the greenhouse. We need to reset this system up again.
What, in the greenhouse?
Yeah. How desperate are you for food and drink?
Not desperate.
Right, we'll do that now then. So, we just want to recreate this setup, basically, that we've got here. So we want an active vent, which I think we've got, and the utility. Really. We've got some steel, so we can do this. And you know what? I'll just borrow this vent for now, to be honest. So, steel.
What are you planning? What's the plan here?
We're going to just recreate what we've already created like this again. So we're going to borrow this vent. I'm just going to make a pipe utility so that we can basically put the oxygen into the room and then we can depressurize it again, like what we've been doing. Just until we get the greenhouse done.
Where are you getting it from in the first instance?
We've got the oxygen canisters in there.
So you're just gonna up them one?
Yeah. Just to get enough pressure in there. So I'm just going to create one of these utility kits. I don't want to waste all of our steel. Let's get the passive vent. The active vent here. Right. I've got some pipes, so let's go. Need to breathe and think, because TeamSpeak's really annoyed me now. Okay.
Why?
It just has. It just puts me in a mood when things don't work for no reason.
That's one of your most annoying traits, I think.
What, get annoyed really easy?
So moody.
Not moody, I want to play a game. I don't want to be fucking about with things that should just work.
No, but even other things like in real life, you get moody about them for no reason.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Always.
Right, what have we got in here? Why was it 64 degrees? We've got some CO2 in here. That's fine. So I'm going to set one of these canisters to put some pressure in this room. We'll do this one.
It's too hot.
Yeah, but this tank will cool it down. Because the tank's obviously going to be at a comfortable 15 degrees. That's like my perfect temperature.
Hunger critical.
And we're going to end up probably emptying this tank, I would have thought. But it's fine.
But it's not.
Right. No, because we've still got another tank. Oh, we might as well completely empty that, to be fair. Get it out of our way. There you go. That tank is now empty. So, do your eating. Do your drinking. You don't have anything to eat or drink, do you?
Nope.
Let me go and
Well,
grab
I
it.
have drink.
I'll go and get all the water that we've got out here. And the food. So, you. Okay, food galore. and very small amounts of water, but we're fine because we've got that tank. So are those... Yeah, those water bottles are empty, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing very well. Okay, but all fed and watered now until the next time. Okay, so currently we don't really have much CO2. So our only CO2 at the moment is going to be coming from our breathing. There is CO2 in the atmosphere though, so we'll be able to get that later anyway. So that's fine.
Okay.
We need
You
to
can't
do...
grow plants in this, can you?
It's just pure oxygen, so no. Oh no, we can grow plants in here, sorry. Yeah, there's a bit of CO2 in here. We've got 2% CO2, or almost 3%. So that'll be fine. But we're not going to do that yet because we've got to get the cooling set up before we do anything. So do you want to put your suit back on so I can vacuum this room out? Otherwise it's going to start getting warm.
My thing's doing that thing again where it's like arm's length.
It'll sort itself out, it's fine.
You did say it's not you, innit?
It does it to me sometimes as well, but I just kind of live with it. It is what it is.
Well.
Okay, so as I was saying, cooling, we've got two options. We can either do AC, but we'd have to do 2 ACs, or we set up a system with all the phase changing shenanigans. I'm gonna say... Oh, I don't even... Could we... We could temporarily use that for cooling if we really needed to. The liquid nitrogen is really cold.
I don't know what you're on about.
Basically, I think we're going to try and do phase change. But I've got to try and talk you through it as I'm doing it. And I'm not even that great with it anyway myself. So this is going to go
See
really
how this
well.
goes, shall we?
Yeah, basically is the situation here. So, obviously we've got a lot of tidying up to do, like cable colouring and whatever, but right now we need to get the cooling sorted. So the idea is going to be that during the night, we're going to collect pollutant from the atmosphere. Because that's at its coldest point. If you go any higher than about 150, you can't phase change pollutant. You just can't do it. It's too hot. It'll always remain gas. And obviously, for the cooling, we need liquid pollutant to evaporate. So, if you want to print out, if we've got enough steel, we need an insulated tank. And we're going to need an active vent. To pressurize a system. And what are you doing? You're printing out a locker. Why are you printing out lockers?
So I need to get all that shit off the floor. I'm not going to find anything.
It's fine. Just leave it. It's okay.
I can't.
You can.
Not live like that.
Silicon and copper. You can. It's easy.
Like a fucking scruff.
It's easy peasy though. Let me get some copper smelted. That might just turn into ingot straight away. It will. Perfect. Copper. Okay, so we're going to make an insulated tank. We're then going to need... I'm gonna talk through it with you as we're building it, because if I talk through it now, I'll just overthink it. It ain't great.
Let's face it, you're going to overthink it anyway. You're going to do something and then you're going to end up stripping it all down because it either didn't work or you thought of like an easier way of doing it.
I love how much faith you've got in me.
Well, this is how it's gone every single episode.
Well, then help me do better.
When I don't know what I'm doing. You're meant to be teaching me.
I'm explaining you the concept, and then the idea then is kind of work out how to make it happen on Stationeers.
That is not right.
So I can... It is, right? Oh yeah, we had some insulation, right? Yes.
Thing, why you find it? Because it's in a fucking locker.
No, it took me longer to find it because it was in the locker. Couple of valves. This is probably the easiest way to do this, and it was people watching who taught me this as well.
That kind of goes without saying now, doesn't it?
It does. And then
If
I
you said that
need...
every time you did something, that's all you'd ever say.
What's wrong with you? Why are you being so nasty to your husband?
Why is stating a fact being nasty?
You're being nasty.
Get a grip.
No.
Shut up.
No, I won't. We've
Everywhere
got...
I look, there's just more crap.
Just leave it. It's fine.
Why is there a battery on the floor? Why not in the charger? What puts it on the floor?
Because I was going to remember it was there.
Of course you were.
I was.
Do you want to smelt this iron, or what's the plan with it?
Smelt it if you want.
What good is it on the floor?
Because I have it for later if I will need it for anything. I don't know what else you want from me.
I want to not cohabit with a scruff.
Well, you shouldn't have married one then, should you?
This isn't the right temperature and stuff, but
Can you insulate liquid pipes with this stuff? You can. Okay, we'll do that then.
do I know how to use this furnace?
I don't know. Do you know how to use that furnace? I've made the wrong tank.
Well, I'm just going to do what I think with it and hope for the best.
This furnace isn't hard, to be fair. This one is literally... I would put your stuff in that you want to smelt.
Yeah,
Once
I
you've
have.
done it, just empty it. And that's just going to go out into Vulcan. Once it's empty, turn your output off, turn your input back on.
Is there no oxygen in there?
We're not using oxygen, we're using Vulcan.
No.
Vulcan's hot enough for us to smelt everything. So I've got a tank outside which is just hot, and I'm keeping it pressured with Vulcan. So I want...
So just push it out and then push it back in?
Basically, yeah.
And then what? How much do I push in?
However much you need.
How do I know how much I need?
Well, you won't need much, but just anything's better than nothing.
You're so fucking helpful today.
You know how to do iron, love.
I don't know how to use Vulcan fucking thingy to do it.
Stop. No, it doesn't matter about Vulcan. All I'm telling you, you've got a hot tank. All you need to worry about is the pressure needed. That's it. I need some more steel now.
Just don't need your tone.
Well, the tone comes with the marriage, unfortunately.
Well, I'm having regrets.
Well, it's too late. Well, it's not too late, but it's just going to cost you a fortune to fix it. We've got any more?
Where's... But right now, the dish and stuff isn't plugged in, is it? Because you've...
It's outside. Yeah,
Oh, so what's
obviously.
it plugged into?
What, the one upstairs? We ran the cable, didn't we? So it's going down between these two windows here.
So why is it sticking out?
Because it was connected to the cable that was there prior. Right. I need to think properly. You're making me flap. You've just smelted all the iron, and I could have made.
I said to you, what should I do with this? So I smelt it. You said do what you want with it.
Have you got any ore left, or have you used every single bit of it? I need one ore if you've got it available.
Why would I just saved one?
I don't know.
If you needed it, you should have said when I asked you.
Because you're asking me questions.
said
I'm
you always-
trying to think.
You always give me like stupid answers, and then you're like, "Oh," when I did what you said.
Because you ask me questions when I'm thinking, so I'm just giving you answers just to get you away from me.
So whatever happens is on you, innit?
No, it ain't, is
You
it?
shouldn't answer your. Well, why don't you say? Oh, 1 second.
Because I say
Instead of
that,
just
and then
giving
you
me
go,
answers
"But I don't
from-
know what to do. You just got shit everywhere."
Oh, fuck off.
No, I won't.
Sort your life out, man.
No. We already discussed it's going to cost a fortune to sort my life out.
Oh, shut up.
No, I won't.
Shut up.
No. I'm not scared of you. Don't listen to you.
I know you don't listen. No one in this house does. Even the fucking
Oh,
dog.
heaven forbid. Sophie doesn't get listened to. Me.
You're taking a piss. You've just said to me you've answered my question just to get rid of me.
Yeah.
You're proving my point.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you do. You're as thick as you fucking look.
I got an idea. Frack off.
Yeah, and I do think that was funny, and I did just laugh at my own joke. It wasn't really a joke.
Barnaby be so impressed. Right. tank. Insulated liquid tank. I think that is all we is gonna need. I think. Have you got any cables?
Am I allowed to answer that, or am I going to make you flat?
You know what? Don't even worry about it. I will just print some more cables out.
You can't start something and then not like
Yeah, I
expect
can.
to
Watch
stop
me.
after.
Watch me.
There are consequences to your actions, mate.
Everyone says that. And they can all bite me. Teaching in school used to say that. People who I was employed by say that. My wife says that. You know what all these people have got in common? They can all do one.
I don't think you'd ever say that to my face.
Of course I wouldn't. I'm fucking shit scared of you, really, in real life.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
We just established you don't listen to me.
That doesn't
So
mean
how are you scared of me?
that doesn't mean I'm not scared of you. Have you seen you?
Well, get a fucking grip.
Right, come on. I'm taking you outside. Come on. Heel. Love. Here. Come on.
Go on, fuck off.
I've got to try to do the cooling.
Pack your bags, fuck off.
I'm scared of you. Okay. So, do you understand why we need to collect the cold pollutant?
If I say no, are you going to shout at me?
No. I'll just
And
have
go,
to
oh, you should know this. I've told you before.
No, I won't shout. I'll just have to explain it to you yet again. That is all.
Oh, me.
Do you understand, yay or nay?
What?
Why we're collecting cold pollutant? Why we're collecting, cold pollutant?
Cool it down.
No, we're not collecting cold pollutant to cool it down, are we?
What, to cool the room down?
No. Do you understand the concept of how we're going to get a cold greenhouse?
No. Let's say no.
Okay, we'll say no. So, if you look in your Stationpedia...
Try not to be too patronising.
no, it's just going to come out like that. You're going to have to just deal with it. So, look in the Stationpedia and look at pollutant.
Yes.
So, if you set it to use Celsius, because that's what we understand, the idea is,
So
obviously...
you want it to turn to liquid?
Yeah, and the reason we want to turn to liquid is because when the liquid gets passed back into gas, it will cause a cooling effect. It will cool the pollutant down because evaporation produces cooling or produces a colder temperature.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem is liquid pollutant cannot exist above 152 degrees is what that is, I think, roughly. So that is why we're capturing nighttime pollutant, because Vulcan gets down to 126.
Yes, I get it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So what we're doing is we're just collecting pollutant at its coldest. And we know that if we need to get a pressure, so it's going to come in at about 100, say 125-ish. So we need a pressure above 5.3 megapascal. So if we get 5.4, it'll start to condense into liquid.
But do you really want liquid in like a gas tank?
So we don't want it in there for long. So we're going to be creating a system where it's going to pressurize a pipe, and then the liquid's going to get removed into a liquid network. That's the idea. So what I've got down here is a couple of uninsulated pipes, but I'm just going to insulate them. So we're going to have an active vent down here, and this is just going to suck in nighttime gas into this pipe. Just going to suck in everything.
But you're going to set it to only suck in when it's a certain temperature, I assume.
Yes, when the temperature goes below, if we say below 140, then that'll do the job. Then what we're going to do is that pipe is going to connect to two one-way valves.
Into the tank.
No, this is just going to go back into Vulcan. So because obviously
They're one-way valves as well, aren't they?
they're one-way valves. These ones are condensation valves.
Oh.
So a condensation valve will take liquid. Well, it won't take it. It will allow liquid to pass from a gas pipe into a liquid pipe. That's what the condensation valve does. The one-way valves will just, anything in that gas pipe will get moved into a single direction. It can't come back in. The reason we do that is because we need to build up enough pressure in this pipe that's going to cause the pollutant to condense, get moved into here, but we don't want to overpressurize the pipe. So these valves are going to let the gas release back into Vulcan, because we don't need to keep it. We just need to collect the pollutant, dump the rest of it.
Where's it only pollutant?
No, it's multiple gas. We've got pollutant, volatile, and CO2.
So you're not just going to have pollutant in this tank?
This tank will only have pollutant in because at the temperature of Vulcan that we're going to be pulling in, only pollutant will condense. Volatile and CO2 won't.
Okay.
Because if you look at CO2 and pollutant, they have different temperatures and pressure they need to be at to turn themselves into liquid. Does that make sense so far?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we could, if we wanted to, we could store the gas we're collecting into a big tank, which is absolutely fine. But you then have to obviously work on a way of emptying that tank, because eventually, if all your pollutant condenses, you're going to be left with CO2 and volatile, which is no good to us for cooling. So what we do instead is we turn this on, pump enough pressure into this pipe where we start getting traces of pollutant into here. The rest, everything else, just gets dumped back into Vulcan, so we don't have to worry about overpressuring a system. So I'm going to put a passive vent here. And I
Don't you have to worry about this overfilling?
We will have to, but it will take a long time for that to be a problem. But we will put some safety on that at some point. So this set of system that you're looking at here is basically all we need to collect pollutant. To start with. Obviously, no safety on it or anything. And we need to get this vent automated so it pulls in...
So are these always open?
always open, yes.
So how'd you build up enough pressure in there if it's just going straight through?
So these kind of limit the speed. So you'll build up enough pressure in this pipe before this releases it all. So you're pumping quicker than it lets out.
Okay. I do need to go and get some oxygen.
Yeah, if you're going in, can you also bring out a drain?
Not very likely.
Why?
I don't like you.
Oh. Okay.
Not news.
Oh, I'm sorry that I married you then. And we'll bring it over here.
Anything else while I'm in here?
No, the only thing we need is the drain. And if you've got any cables, I've just put a cable in the top here. Can you connect it? If you haven't, I'll give you mine.
Waste tank caution.
Oh, fuck. I need to come into my waste tank. I'm coming in anyway.
Can I empty mine first, or do you want me to wait?
No, do it. Put yours in now and it'll start emptying that canister before I get in. Yeah.
Do you just want a liquid drain?
Please.
Why do you want a liquid drain? I thought you was capturing it.
I'm going to show you. Why have we got such hot temperature in here again? Don't understand. Why have we even got gas in here? I thought this was vacuum.
No, you open the oxygen tank.
No, and then we sucked it all back in.
Did you?
Well, yeah, I created a vacuum in here.
Well, didn't this... What's this doing?
Well, that's not doing anything when this door's closed. Well, it's obviously emptying waste tanks, but it shouldn't be coming into this bit.
Why wouldn't it?
Because the door's closed?
But now the door's open, it's coming in, isn't it?
Well, no, because that just goes into... Oh, you dick. I forgot to put that passive vent on there. Oh, that's not been doing anything at all. That's fine.
So we may as well basically have just emptied our thingies in here.
Yeah. But you got to be very careful that there's no volatile in your waste tank, that's all. Right, come with me because I want us to go out there before nighttime starts. I want to show you what's happening with the phase change.
You're a fucking idiot.
Oh, I need a CO2 filter. Why the fuck have I got volatile?
Filter critical.
Well, there's all these in here.
What, CO2?
They're empty.
Oh. Why, yeah, why did I have a volatile? Oh, that came from the scrubber. I mean, they wouldn't have hurt me. That was good because they were taking volatile and polluting out my suit. But if they were ever in my suit, I'd be dead anyway. Right, outside, quick. Oh no, I didn't wait for you before clicking the door button.
Asshole. You knew what
Sorry.
you was doing then.
I didn't. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, you did.
I wasn't thinking.
Well, start thinking. Isn't that what you said to me earlier? Think about what you're doing.
No, I don't want to.
How much ridiculous you sounded.
Oh, shush your mush.
Make me.
No, I won't.
But you can't.
You got that drain, yeah?
Where are you?
Back at the pipes.
You don't know where the pipes are.
Here.
Nope.
Over here.
Oh.
So the drain you want to put onto this segment here. And the only reason we're doing that is because the valves will allow everything to pass through, including liquid. So there
What
will,
kind of... What, just like a...
it's
There's
just,
loads of different ones when I scroll.
there's only one that will connect to it. I think it's just called like a passive liquid drain.
I can't tell what's on top of the pipe and what isn't.
There's only one that will connect to it.
Yes, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, calm
Ugh.
down. What's with the
You
attitude?
don't listen. You don't listen.
Airtight
Yes, I
critical.
do. I'm always listening to you.
Now where you fucked off to?
I've gone to get some oxygen.
Why?
Because I like breathing.
Well, I'd rather you didn't.
Well, I don't know what your problem is today. I thought you got a good night's sleep. Maybe you didn't. I don't know.
Maybe if there's always an issue with someone, the reason is the person they spend all the time with.
No, maybe she needs to go
Maybe you
see
should look at that person.
maybe she needs to go see a therapist.
Fuck off. You go and see a therapist, you prick.
I'm
Now
gonna-
where you going?
I'm going to go do some mining because we can't do anything until nighttime. So let's do a bit of
So
mining.
you've just left me standing here waiting for you.
Come on, go and do some mining. Maximize your time. You don't need me to tell you everything.
Well, I didn't know if you were still showing me something.
No, we're waiting for nighttime.
Well, you could have said that.
I'm saying it
Instead,
now.
just stood here like a twat.
I'm saying it now.
Well, too little, too late. What do you need?
We need coal. Otherwise, we're going to keep running out of steel. I've got coal over here.
How the fuck do you see coal in this?
It's a different colour to the ground.
Not much different.
Well, the ground's brown, coal is black. Two very different colours, my darling. Actually, black isn't even a colour. Black is a shade.
Shut up.
I'm just telling you things that are true.
No, you're trying to sound clever.
No, I never sound clever, and there are 1,108 people who subscribe to this channel who will agree.
More than that, mate.
Well, yeah, there's everyone else who's watched it and not subscribed because they think my voice
I
or
think you're thick as
my
fuck.
attitude is terrible. Why the fuck is he playing this game? Not watching his bollocks. Right, so I've got 50 coal, so I'll be able to make a stack of steel if we can get enough iron.
You asked that people might not like you.
No, why would I be asked if random trees don't like me? My mum don't like me.
Let's hope she don't watch your video, eh?
She don't, because she don't like me. Don't even know where she lives.
Why? Because you never ring her.
Has she even got a phone? I wouldn't know.
You might want to cut that out.
No, I won't. I'm going to make a stand. Sons against mums. What are we on? 493. So once the temperature gets to about 200, we'll make our way back. Oh, there's some gold here.
So is there anything else you want?
Iron, gold. Are probably our priorities now.
I don't like mining on this planet. It feels dangerous.
Not as dangerous as Venus.
Well, I'm not allowed on Venus, according to you.
You're not ready for Venus. It's not for you.
You said that about Brutal.
Yeah,
You
and
survived.
not barely. The panic and the dying.
Well, that's just you.
No. You're the one who was killing me.
Well, if you know that a furnace is about to blow up, you don't run towards it, do you?
Look, my mind works slowly. It took me about 3 or 4 seconds to process what was happening. And at that point, it exploded in my face.
I don't see how that's my fault.
Well, considering you
You're
caused
slow.
you caused the explosion.
Not my fault, you're slow.
It is your fault, I don't care what you say.
The explosion's my fault. You dying is my fault.
Well, yeah, because but for you being a dickhead with the furnace, I wouldn't have died.
You're trying to sound clever again to make up for not being.
What's your point?
You're thick.
This is not news. Maybe you're thick because you keep repeating the same thing over and over again.
It just amazes me every time you just say something stupid that's actually like a person saying that.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
Grow up.
No. You grow up.
You grow up,
You grow up.
idiot.
Grow up.
Shut up.
Not my mother.
Well, it's a good fucking job, innit?
You would never talk to me.
I mean,
Right.
because we're married, you freak.
Oh, yeah, that.
Right, I'm gonna smelt. Oh, am I allowed to smelt anything, or am I gonna get in trouble?
No,
for
no,
not
you can
keeping
smelt,
one
but-
single ore for you.
No, you can smelt, but I want you to stay out here for a second because I need you to come and watch
That's I'm inside.
I need you to come and watch face change magic.
Not magic, it's science.
The same thing, some people would say. Where are you, my darling? Get your ass out here.
I'm coming. Fuck off.
Quick!
I don't know where you are.
I'm where we set up all the stuff.
Yes, but I don't know where that is compared
It's
to the
over
front door.
here. It's exactly where it was before. It hasn't moved.
But I have. Fuck off.
Well,
All off the
stop
edge.
moving. Get out of my face. Okay.
You told me to go mine him.
So, fuck off. So, pollutant, love, stop. So, temperature is getting down to, right, so we're at 150 now. So watch, get your tablet out, love, get your tablet out. So look at the pipes. I'm going to turn the vent on. So you'll see that that pipe should be pressurizing. And you can see there it's condensing straight away. And if you look at the tank, all we're getting in there is pollutant. Because the pollutant is the only gas that can condense at these temperatures. And if you look at the tank, look at the temperature of it. So we're pulling in pollutant at 128 degrees.
So is that so it's gonna get colder? So obviously
No,
that's a lot warmer than our room.
It'll eventually stop. It'll eventually stop evaporating. Because it will be... Once it hits the pressure it needs, it will just remain as liquid. But the pressure in there needs to get like above 2 kilopascal to remain liquid. Otherwise, it's just going to constantly evaporate to gas. So it's going to take a while. But in theory, we could now dump heat into that. And that would be fine. The only thing we have to be careful
Why do you want to dump heat into it?
Well, that's the whole point. So, the way a coolant works is that you have something colder than that you're trying to cool. So, in an ideal world, this would be colder than what our greenhouse is going to be. Now, it doesn't have to be that. That would just be an ideal situation. What we're after is the pollutant should be no more than 70 degrees hotter than the greenhouse. Because the easiest way
Why?
So the easiest way of us doing this would be to put an AC in the greenhouse, and we set it to 25 degrees, and we connect this tank to the waste line. But there's a slight problem with that setup. This is in a liquid network, and the waste of an AC is gas. So you can't do it. Or you can't do it easily, I should say. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to use one of the phase change devices. Works the same way as an AC to a point. It just forces something to condense or evaporate using its waste. But in a nutshell, if you want to cool something, you need to take heat out of that something and put it into something else. That's the idea behind cooling. This is going to be the thing we dump heat into.
Okay.
So obviously at the moment we're at 126, so we'd leave this on. Once we start going, I'd say above 130, then we'll just turn that vent off. But you can see what these valves are doing. So obviously that pipe there isn't getting any more than 10.5 megapascal, because those one-way valves are keeping up. They're just allowing the gas to pass. Without the valve, like I said earlier, you'd have to have a tank that would store it all in, but then you would have to cycle that tank. You'd have to empty it during the day. It's more power that we don't need. The only power we're using here is from that vent. Everything else is passive.
Aren't you eventually going to make it automatic?
Yes. Yeah,
But
but
what's this? Are you going to explain what the drain's for?
So this pipe here obviously contains liquid pollutant.
I thought it was being poured into there.
It's not being pulled. It's just it will passively pass through the condensation valves. Nothing's being pulled, which means it's also being passed into this pipe segment here. And the problem is with
It's just dripping everywhere.
with enough liquid in this pipe could blow. So we just put the drain on there as a bit of safety. So if any liquid pollutant gets in this pipe, it's going to be expelled quickly.
Okay.
And then obviously you can see here, look, there's liquid pollutant in this end pipe segment. So it's getting through, and that would cause problem. Now the stress is at 1.87%. It's not a concern. It's not going to go any higher than that because the passive vent is allowing it to go through. But this, my darling, is the bare minimum of phase change. This is literally it. Now this is a very small setup. You can see there we're not collecting much. A quick way of doing this would be to use a larger vent, suck more into this pipe, and then we'll be able to pass more through.
I understand.
I've turned the vent off now because we're going up in temperature.
I understand how. Well, I'm just gonna go get a drink now.
Yeah, that's fine.
I understand how this is set up, and I understand how, like, what you're trying to achieve.
Yep.
What I don't understand is the whole dumping hot into it.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do next, really. But we are going to need to increase the amount we're collecting during the night.
Is there nowhere I can drink now then?
The greenhouse, I've set up the system. So just turn the vent on, pressurize the greenhouse.
Yeah, but it was too hot.
No, what, in the greenhouse?
Yes, when you came in here before, you said it was too hot.
Yeah, but don't think I said that about the greenhouse.
I was just empty this pipe.
Yeah. You're going to need more pressure than that if you've got it. Boom. And water. How are we doing for water in that tank? Are we going to die of dehydration?
Probably. Should be more bothered about your bastard seeds.
We've got 39 litres, so that's just in there. We've also got 56 litres in the pipe. We're doing okay, actually. We're going to be fine for water, I think. So once you've eaten a drink, we'll get this sucked back in. Okay. So we need to. So you understand the core concept of what we're trying to do in there. So the next
Yes,
thing.
and I understand how you get in the liquid and stuff. Yes.
Yep. So I am going to just. I need to expand that system. We need it to be quicker. We need it to collect more. So what I might do is I might get a tank to it on the premise that it will just hold more temporarily.
Why do you need to get more?
Because it's slow. We only made about 100 kilopascal of pollutant. It's not enough. We want it quicker. We want it very, very, very quicker. So I'm going to see if I can make a larger vent in the correct printer. I've got a tank for it. Where's the... Hang on. Do we need the tier 2? Yeah, I want the powered vent. This is made in the... Oh, pipe bender tier 2. Crap. Can we make the mod for it? We need steel. Oh, we've got steel. We're good. Hello.
Can you only waves? Is there no else you can do?
Yeah, there's no other emotes. We're limited. Did you...
Just imagine my hand is a fist.
Okay. If you imagine mine is 2 fingers.
You understand what mine is? Maybe that's like a bit of a fist.
Sort of. I think I know what you're trying to do. Right, love. Grab
When you're
this.
wanker.
You have my money. Go and buy... a potato seed. If we've
Not
got
just
enough...
one.
I think you could buy one, but I think it's technically 3. So we want to buy a potato seed. We want to buy a fern and a wheat seed if we can.
Wait. So you want a potato seed pack?
Potato seed is priority. Yep.
Sold out.
Yep. And then next, I would say the fern if we can afford it. And then after that, wheat. Once you've got those 3, I would say depart him.
You got 800 quid left. You basically spent all my money.
So here you've got a potato, a fern, and a wheat, yeah?
Potato, fern, no. Wheat, fern, potato.
Okay, yeah, so let's depart him.
Why?
Because what I think we should probably do is we've got our basics. We can always get another seed trader down the line. For now, we're good on seeds. We're fine as long as we've got those. We don't ruin them. I would say next we need to look at is potentially bringing a water trader down in case we have to use it.
Well, I had one of them earlier.
Yes, but seeds was took priority.
So you want me to get rid?
Yeah, depart him for now. We can always get another seed trader. And then when we're waiting for stuff, we should be looking to see if we can get a water trader or a gas trader.
Are we waiting now?
Yeah, because I'm just printing stuff. So if you want to give it a go, see if we've got any, go for it. Vent. I need steel, electrum, and invar. We made invar. We may not have made invar. Invar is
So
the
we've
hot
got
one.
Asteroid Eats, Meteor Munches, Meteor Mechanics.
None of those are going to sell water, so that's fine. That's fine. Steel, electrum, and invar. We definitely not made invar. No, I guess we haven't. Right, I think invar is next on the cards then, my darling. Oh, actually, we should also improve that. We should automate that vent, actually. Did you want to have a go at that?
So, are these not thingy then?
I don't know what thingy is.
These pipes you put here are insulated.
Yes,
So why are they 134 degrees?
because that's the temperature that we poured them in at.
And one of them's 674.
Because that's the one that is connected to the passive vent, I assume. And that's just Vulcan is connected to that pipe.
Is that one not passive? Is that one not? I thought insulated stays the temperature.
Well, so I didn't put an insulated pipe there, but even if I had, it wouldn't matter because it's connected to a passive vent. The passive vent would allow the temperature in and out because it'll be transferring gas in and out.
Okay.
Trying to think the best way of making this really hot. 927 degrees Celsius. We could just chuck some gold in. Or lead? Yeah, we could off-gas the lead.
I've got lead.
You've got lead, have you?
Ah,
Let me make a reagent first then. So, because we need some Invar. So we need iron
my
and
God.
nickel. I don't think you've got any nickel, have you?
there was some down by the charger.
Yeah, 14. I could do with a bit more than that. Got 7. I'm going to quickly go and get some nickel. Because Invar is quite a difficult one to make.
Oh, I've got another 8.
8. Right, I'm going to just try and get another 21. 21 nickel. And to be fair, it's not a rare resource on Vulcan, so it's fine. You come with me. Why are you not doing the thing? There we go. So that gives me 25, a bit more. That gives me the 50. Okay. So we need to make Invar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck a stack of iron and a stack of nickel in. But then we need to take it out as reagent. And then we need to chuck some lead into the furnace to get it really hot.
Why are you doing that?
Because Invar needs 927 degrees C.
I don't think you could put reagent back in without centrifuging it.
If we wanted to split it, then yes, we need a centrifuge. But because we know the reagent is only going to be what we need for the Invar, it's fine.
Okay.
So that is definitely empty. So I'm going to stick the iron in. I'm going to put the nickel in. Everything else can stay here. Yeah, did you want to code that vent, my darling?
Can try.
Yeah.
Where am I doing it in here?
Yeah, did we have a laptop or was it a computer we had? No, we've got a laptop in the locker. Right, let's get this reagent out.
I know, Regs. I put it there.
Oh, well that's fine then. As long as you know, that's fine.
So what am I...
So we already have...
Where am I putting it on, like...
On that chip.
Is that connected?
Yeah, that's currently running our... Oh, that's currently running the tank code. So yeah, if you import that into the laptop and then put it back, you can use that. You can use that chip for the next bit of coding. That's fine.
I thought this orange cable was only workshop cable.
Good point. Yes, you are correct.
You never say that to me.
That's because you're never fucking correct. Yes.
Twice now you've been a dickhead and I've corrected you.
If we can then, make another IC and another circuit and we'll put it in the greenhouse because we're going to need one in there anyway. Can I get some of your
But
lovely...
Is the greenhouse connected?
That's where I've connected the cooling stuff, yeah. Can I get some of your lead? I'm hoping it's going to off-gas enough. That's not lead.
No, but you said you wanted nickel earlier.
I don't know if this is going to be enough. I hope it is. I mean, to be fair, it might be too much. But as long as it does the job, I'm not bothered. We need 1.2k. How are we doing on nitrous oxide in there? It's burning. Oh, it's not burning enough. We've got any silver? Although silver's just going to cool it down, I think, anyway. Crap, we need more lead.
We don't have enough steel to even make the chip.
None in any of the printers.
Don't have enough. Got 23, we need 35.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay.
Make you feel him.
It's not just me. I'm not the only one who's trying to keep
You're the
on top of
miner.
everything. Why? Why am I the miner? Why have I been designated
Because
that?
this playthrough, I was meant to be taking control, and I've said you're the miner.
Okay, so what are you doing while I go mining then?
I'm going to check on whether there is any traders for water, so we don't thirst to death.
Don't thirst to death.
Mm-hmm. Now you run around out there like a little bitch.
Can use. I think silver has stuff in it. Yeah, nitrous oxide. Silver or lead, please. Silver or lead.
I can bring down Asteroid Eats. See if they've got any water.
Who?
Asteroid Eats.
I think that'll just be food. I mean, bring them down if you can get them. Just have a look. But I think that'll be food.
We've got Asteroid Eats, Meteor Munchers, Meteor Mechanics.
Yeah. Okay. We're kind of looking, so obviously we want water, but if before the water you come across anyone who sounds like they're going to buy ore off us, we want them, because we could do it making some money just in case. If we can do it without trade, that'd be amazing, but I don't think we're going to be able to. I think we'll have to do trade at least once. Right, let me put this silver in. This should, I hope, fire it up. I might not need a whole stack, but never... Jesus Christ, dog. I apologise to everyone who may have just auto shut themselves. That absolutely made me jump. It did. I have made that too hot, haven't I? I put in too much silver in. Yep, way too hot. So let me reduce that pressure. And I'll be able to cool that down just by dumping in some of my hot tank. But actually what I'm going to go and do as well is I'm going to go and turn that vent on, because until we can get it coded, it's our only collection of pollutant.
I could see he was about to bark, and I tried my best to mute it before he did. But
No, it's fine. It did make me jump. Not going to lie.
loud, innit?
He is very loud, yes.
That cat that don't give a shit about him.
Mm-hmm. Cat just sits there staring at him going, why are you barking at me for? Right, I've turned the vent on, my darling, for now. It's collecting some pollutant. We need to make sure we just turn it off. Although it probably won't matter, because pollutant won't go into the tank. Right. For Invar.
Chocolate cake, 100. Is that your or
Oh, it is a food then, is it?
Yeah, chocolate bar, cake, milk, oil, eggs, flour, sugar, cocoa powder, and just canned shit. Get rid.
Yeah, nothing we're gonna need. Just bin him off. Yeah, so we're looking for anyone who will buy ore or anyone who will sell water and gases. We have us some Invar. I wasted a lot of silver for that, but it's fine. It's fine. Question, what do I want the Invar for? The vent, I think.
You make me some steel.
You want some steel? Fine, but before I do that then I want to get my vents going.
Uh-oh.
Got a storm?
Yeah, and I'm on a roof.
Oh, can you go and turn the vent off, please? I don't think it'll be ruining anything. But we just don't need to be wasting the power. Right, she wants steel. So I'll make a batch in a second. Do you have any iron ore?
Oh shit! Ah!
I take that
I
as a
don't feel very
maybe.
safe out here. I can't get the vent off.
I'll do it. I'll come and do
I've
it.
done it.
Oh, okay. I won't come and do it. I will cycle the airlock for you. You coming in?
Don't know where.
Like a riot storm out there.
Don't know. Oh yeah.
Come on, inside. Go, 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 go. Yes, do you have any iron ore?
I believe I may do.
And I will make you your steel.
And I've got 37 coal.
I don't need the coal, I've got coal. Just need your iron. That'll do, thank you. That one can just roll over there for now.
No, pick it up.
I'll do it in a second, let me make you steel.
It's just go forget.
I'm just keeping it in my ore on the floor pile.
But it just rolls around the floor.
Well, it's just going and have a look around.
Imagine what you'd live like if you didn't have a wife.
Yeah, but imagine
Fucking
how stress-free I'd
skulls.
be. Like, I just know everything
Ill
is.
all the time.
Oh, where are your car keys? They're on the floor. Oh, okay. That's easy. I know. There's your steel, my darling. And now, because we've got so much heat in here, let's just get everything else smelted.
Pick my iron up.
Yes, dear.
Don't take like I'm being unreasonable.
Okay, dear.
They're like everything's supposed to live on the floor.
Okay,
Not
dear.
normal.
I'm sorry, dear. Have you got any more ore that needs smelting?
Only got that.
I don't want nickel. I'll put it in my
Then,
belt, but I
no.
don't want it.
What am I looking for?
And we've still got a lot of heat in the furnace as well, so that's good.
Is it?
Right, it is. It is.
What are you doing with the electrum?
It is in there.
Stop taking shit.
Right, I'm gonna go and I'm not gonna show you this because I'm just gonna go and expand. You know that vent. I'm gonna change it for a powered vent, but then we'll definitely need to get that automated. So once you've got your circuit, we'll be good.
Have you renamed it?
I haven't even put it down yet. Oh, okay. I need to turn the thrust up on my jetpack.
It's still storming.
It is still storming, yes. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna break the rules and I'm gonna just have the tank overhang a little bit because I'm a messy get, as my wife will tell you. Then I want to get one of these insulated. I'm not going to use it, we're just going to put it there. And then what I will do is the passive vent. Whoa, not the passive vent, the powered vent can just go basically where that is actually. So do that. At least our power is going to be good again now, which is always nice. What do I need to make that? Pipe and screwdriver. That is that. Welding torch. And have we got any plastic sheets inside, my dear?
33.
Okay, can you drop them not through the door, just by the door on your side? Please.
That was the word I was after, thank you.
You're most welcome. Just on your side of the door.
Yes, I know. Fucking Laura.
Oh, I can't pick them up. Wait a second. There we go. And welding torch. Boom. Now I'm gonna have to connect.
Is there any reason I can't just like pump this out of this air thing and then just walk around
What
without
air
my
thing
suit?
are you talking? Oh, what, in the greenhouse?
Yeah.
No, you can do that. Just bear in mind it's going to heat up.
I'm
So-
going through a lot of oxygen. It feels like a waste in this room.
Yeah, in the greenhouse, that's fine. You can take your suit off, but the longer you leave it in the room, the hotter it's going to get until we've got this cooling sorted.
Just go with it then.
I'm trying. People are going to hate the fact that this tank is hovering over the edge of the frame, but my answer to that is sorry. We'll sort it out at some point, I'm sure.
That sounded fake.
Right.
You're not sorry. Really, you don't give a shit.
I want to call this pollutant. What do you call it? Pollutant. Pressure tank. I don't know. We'll just call it that. It's fine. So we'll read from that tank the pressure. Make sure that the pressure in there is below 50 megapascal, for example, and then we'll turn that vent on. Have that pressurize the system. Hopefully, that will speed up the collection of pollutant. It might be a case of putting another valve on, which I can do. I just need to go and get one. No! Not what I wanted to do. There we go. That's what I wanted to do.
Mate, I'm getting a lot of red text.
That may have been me. I apologise.
Is it going to kick me off?
I don't think so. I think that was me doing insulated and moving pipe things. Hopefully it doesn't kick you off, but we'll see. Right, I'm coming inside. Right. I want to make some things. I would like to make some better tool belts.
So have you got a sensor out there?
I can't make a better tool belt. There is already a sensor outside, yes. But it's on the wrong network. So you're gonna need...
You're out there, sort it out.
I'm not out there, but I will go back out just for you, my darling.
Well, it's not just for me, it's for us.
Well, just for us then. One thing I always mean to do is have one sensor, one daylight sensor, just one of everything you need on a single network, and you just use mirrors instead. But I always forget. Is what it is, really.
So you're going to read the temperature from the sensor. Only
Correct.
turn on the active vent when it reaches a certain temperature.
You're also going to check the pressure of a tank that I've put out here to make sure you're not overpressurizing that tank.
I've not got there yet. This is what you do. Stop it.
No, I was just... No, I don't mean
I'm
the
making
liquid
a
tank.
list. I'm going through the list.
Okay, fine.
Why, how many tanks you got now?
Well, exactly. I was telling you, but then I was like, this is what you always do. So, the active vent that we had... Active vents... Oh, I need to label that sensor. Active vents have a built-in safety. So they will not overpressurize. They won't pressurize over 50... Vulcan temp sensor. They won't pressurize over 50 megapascal. The larger vents don't have that safety. So what I've done is I've put a tank out there and we'll read the pressure of that, and that will be where we have our safety in. Based on that tank.
Why have you used a big thing?
A tank. Oh, yeah,
Oh.
a large vent, sorry, yeah. Not the largest vent, just a bigger vent.
And that don't have safety.
No. It does not.
So are they the only three things I need? Do I need to put the safety in for the water one, seeing as we're doing it anyway?
It's going to take us a long time to get that up, so I guess you can. I guess if we're being thorough, then yes, we'll do the safety on that as well, which means I've got to go back out there and get that cabled in.
So is that still pressure with it being liquid?
Oh. I mean, you'll need to keep an eye on the pressure and the liquid volume from it. So it'll be pressure and it will be volume of liquid. That's what it's called, volume of liquid.
Okay.
Because I think the tanks can hold, is it 6,000 litres? No, 50,000 litres apparently.
So
Oh,
is
you
it
may not need
easier
to
for
even
me
worry
to
about
just alias these 4 things
that.
onto
Yeah,
pins?
yeah, we're just going to do, well, we've only got 3 pins. Oh no, yeah, alias the 4 pins. Yes.
What do you mean I've only got
Ignore
4
me,
pins?
ignore me,
3
ignore me.
pins.
Ignore me, it doesn't matter.
This
What
is
up?
another thing you do.
No, it's there's no point in me. No, I'm not having this conversation. Just ignore me. I'm not doing it.
So I'm going to call everything cooling. So like the center is the cooling sensor.
Pressure critical.
Ah, there's no pressure in here.
Oxygen critical.
I thought you were going to walk around with your thing on.
Yeah, but then you said it'd get too hot.
Eventually, yeah.
Right, so that sounded to me like you meant wait.
Well, maybe you should read between the lines.
Well, that's not my job.
Well, maybe it should be.
No.
I need oxygen.
So what's in the tank that's up there?
Tank critical.
Which tank?
Well, you've got one that's water.
Got one that's
What's the
water.
other one you've
The other
got
one
there?
is just going to be a buffer tank. Or it's just going to allow us to put more pressure into the system until
So
we...
are they both liquid tanks?
No, the buffer one is gas tank. By the way, I've left the gas in there, so you can take your suit off for now if you need to.
So why do you need a buffer of gas?
Because we need a safety, and I want to be able to hold more gas in the system to collect more pollutant. So I just put a tank there to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Because the other option would be put an analyzer down. Oh, I need Constantin. Oh, we've got Constantin. It might not be the best way of doing it, but it's just what makes sense in my head, which means it's probably wrong. But
I don't know any better.
it's fine. Exactly. As far as you're aware, everything that I tell you is bang on.
Well, I know it might work. I'll go as far as to say that.
Right, there's a Mark II tool belt for you, my darling. Treasure it, because it's all you're getting for our anniversary.
Up to a mass.
Can't have it, because you turned your nose up at it when I said that. So you're not getting a bloody mass.
So I'm gonna have to use an and here, aren't I?
Yes, because you need to combine the two together and make sure they both pass the test.
Well, there's more than one, so I need to combine the temperature from the sensor with the tank pressure and the liquid volume of the liquid tank plus
Yeah,
the pressure of the buffer gas tank.
correct. You've got 4 things to combine.
Oof.
Oof.
Not sure I've done this before.
Oh, yeah, but you know how... Oh, well, just let me know if you need any help. The electrum invar solder. Solder. Steel. And... Where's my invar? There. That is the wrong printer. Right, make me 2 of those.
Can I just make a plea?
What's the plea?
Don't judge me for how many registers I'm stuck in. I'm doing it in my head how it makes sense.
I'm not saying anything. It may just take me a second to, like, go
That's
through
fine, but you don't have to vocalize that you're annoyed about it.
I would never do such a thing.
You always do.
I've just built this heavy drill, then realised we've got the pneumatic drill somewhere, so you can have the pneumatic drill, I'm having this drill. I want a larger mining backpack. To make 2 of those. I need the better battery. Where's my other drill? There. Don't need you anymore. You go there, you go there. Right, there is a Mark II mining belt there for you, my darling, as well.
Thank you.
Let me just shove these down here. Don't know, I have to carry my pickaxe around with me. That can go in here. Right, mining belt is a done. Right, need a large battery. So let me print off some more large batteries. Gold, copper, and steel. Yep, we're cooking now. We're cooking with gas, like all the old dads would say. No
So,
one really cooked
I
gas.
don't know if this is... I'm going to try, but please don't mock me if I don't get this.
I'm not going to mock you, love. It's a learning thing. It's a learning thing.
So what temperature do you want these
Below, let's go
active vents to come on?
when the temperature is below, I mean, we could do 150, but let's say below 140. Just to make sure it's coming in at the best a better temperature than, well, than not. Might just bin those small batteries, to be fair. Or make another battery charger so we've got plenty on hand.
I'm going to do this right. So what temperature do you want the liquid? So once I've done this, will you read it through and then tell me how I've done it wrong?
I will try, but sometimes I miss
Because
out.
I've
stuff
never
and-
used like 4 things and tried to and 4 things together.
Yeah, that's fine.
What pressure do you want the liquid tank?
So pressure, it cannot go above 6 megapascal or it'll pop. It should never hit that, so just do it for like
60,000?
No, 5,000.
5,000.
Yeah.
What volume of liquid goes into?
Apparently, I'm going to go check it, because I haven't done this check before that you're doing now, but apparently it can hold 50,000 litres. Which I think is wrong. But I'm just going to go check the tank. One moment. No, yeah, it's got a capacity of 6,000 litres. So set it to 5,000 litres.
And what about the pressure of the buffer tank? 5,000.
The buffer tank can be 50,000.
Why?
Because the gas tank can hold up to 60 megapascal. A liquid tank can only hold 6 megapascal.
Oh.
So yeah, set the buffer to be 50.
I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. Okay.
Right, I'm going to
So...
set. You're already inward, so I'm just going to turn this on manually for now and start collecting some stuff.
So...
I thought that would be faster, to be honest. Oh, but yeah, we've obviously got a larger volume now. That's why it's taking so much longer. So if I was to turn that off as a test.
If that and that. I could be well off here, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll come and check it, but I can't guarantee that I won't miss anything.
Oops. I've used a lot of registers, but
As long as it
which
makes
way?
sense to you, my darling, that is absolutely fine.
and I've gapped it out as well to try and...
Maybe I should use... we'll see. So if I open that up... Oh, to be fair, it's going up at the same speed by the looks of that. 7, 9, 2, 5, 7... 7, 2, 4,
I'm
7.
either really clever or I've completely fucked this up.
I'm sure you're clever, my darling.
I'm not so sure.
I think you probably got it. You're fine.
You're the clever people shouting at me to change something.
Assuming they can even see your perspective. Yeah, it's there, so they should be able to see it. I really need to get a key binding set up so that I can just click a button and yours zooms in automatically.
So, do you know the active vent, you just turn it on? Is it just the on setting?
Yes, because it's already going to be set to inward automatically.
I think I might have done it. Come on, come on, have a look.
Give me 2 seconds. I need to make sure this doesn't overpressure.
Yeah, I don't think I've. Makes sense in my head. In my head, it should work. I
It's
suppose that's all
probably
that really
fine.
matters.
I'll come in. Let me come and check it. Oh, actually, no. Bear with me because I don't want this to fuck up. Because what
Take your time, dear.
this will, if it gets too hot out here, there will be a problem here. So about 5
You made me a
megapascals.
better. Oh, we've got the better drills already, haven't we?
There's a pneumatic drill in the locker for you. So that one just runs off pressurized gas, but any gas is fine. And then when we run out of that, to be fair, we'll just move to the deep mining drills because they'll be absolutely fine as well. Oh, we're gonna get so much more liquid now. This is gonna be so much better. This new vent has just done it for us. We've now got 77 liters of liquid pollutant in the reserve tank. We've got to let that transfer across.
It's a good job I safety on there, isn't it?
It is. While I'm out here manhandling it, I'm going to close this valve for now. Just let it do its thing. You know what? If you want to, how confident are you on your code?
No, you need to check it.
No, because at the end of the day, you're not going to break anything. Because...
No, I'd rather you checked it, please.
Okay, fine.
Because last time you let me have free reign like that, I fucked all the water.
Yeah, but
It took forever.
But this is going to struggle to fail.
No, I'd rather you check it.
Because it physically can't really.
Then you can't accuse me of any shit.
Okay. Fine. As soon as this gets up to the temperature I want it, I'll turn this off, then I'll come and have a look. In the meantime, let me quickly do some mining whilst I'm out here. Let's not waste nighttime. I can't see Jack. To be fair, I'd be very surprised if there was a Jack on here. Who the fuck are you? I'm Jack. Oh, okay.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
What, you sound like a twat?
I wasn't talking to you, but I think you were ignoring me.
Oh, well, you weren't having a conversation with me, so having a conversation with Jack.
Who's Jack?
Get a lie.
No, I won't.
I want you to come and check my code.
I'm coming in a second now because actually, I'm coming now because the temperature's getting hot. So let me go turn the vent off and then I'm coming. Quick! Turn off. So we should have collected a large amount of pollutant. Where the hell is my tablet? 86 litres of pollutant, we've got that. I'm going to leave that valve closed for now, let it just leak that through. Then once I go and check a code, I'll come out and I'll release that valve. And that'll get us jump started. Let's come and have a look at your code, Sophie.
I won't be offended when you tell me it's wrong, because I'm pretty sure that's not how the ands work, but...
You know how and work. Okay.
Oh, why is my pressure low? Oh, the pressure in this room is really low.
Yeah, 20 kPa to put some more in.
What, mate? Pass that.
There you go. You can take your helmet off now if you want. I just put some
Have
more
you done
in.
that? Just open the tank?
No, I just turned this vent on.
Oh, I thought you'd emptied it.
I told you I'd put it in the room so you could walk around without your suit on.
Yeah, but I thought you'd just empty that. I didn't realise there was anything else in it.
No? Oh.
Why?
Okay, I'll put it back in the room. I was just about to...
Take your suit off.
Oh yeah, to be fair, I will while I'm thinking your code.
Smelly twat.
Okie dokie. So, your alias, the cooling sensor, the active vent, the cooling liquid tank. Have you set up the pins with those?
Not yet. I wanted to wait till it was see if it was right first.
Okay. You've laid it out very nice, my darling.
I know. I've not made comments, but...
Loading to R0 from the temperature from the cooling sensor, the pressure from the liquid tank, the volume of liquid from the cooling tank, and the pressure of the buffer gas tank. So you're checking that R0 is less than 140. Okay, so that isn't right. Don't forget, whenever you're doing temperature, you're working in
I need to
Kelvin.
fucking wait a minute.
No, that's
Need
a
to
learning
change-
thing, my darling.
-27.
3.
One moment. I knew there'd be something fucking wrong.
No, it's fine.
I should know that by now.
So you're taking. Okay, so you would. I'm gonna move it for you, but you would put the sub above the set less than.
Oh,
I've just moved
yeah,
it for you.
sorry.
So you're subbing the 273, then you're checking that it's less than 140. Check. And then R1, you're checking that. So that is the pressure of the liquid tank, that it's less than 5,000. And then R2, you're checking that it's less than that 5,000. And then R3, you're checking that it's less than 50,000. Yep. So then you are anding. Okay, this is where I'm going to get confused. Into R4, you're going to and R0 and R1. And then into R5, you're anding R2 and R3. Then into R6, you're anding R4 and R5. Okay.
I kept all the numbers separate because I thought it'd be easier.
Yep. No, that's fine. It just
That's more
takes me a second.
logical.
Save to the cooling active event, the honors R6. I think that is fine.
All I did was not sub.
It was just the converting from Kelvin to Celsius, yeah.
Bastard.
So, if you export
Motherfucker.
that and sort out the pins, I have labelled everything. So you should be able to identify what the things are. Now, whilst you're doing that, I am going to go and get a daylight sensor. Or a sensor. From this printer.
So what have you named everything?
You should be able to see it, but I'm going out in a second anyway, so bear with, and I will get you the actual names. But one of them is just Vulcan temperature sensor.
Yep. What's the
Excuse me.
cooling? What's the active vent called?
You're just looking for. Oh, it's like powered vent, I think is what it's called.
What about the liquid tank?
It'll be pollutant. I'm literally going outside.
I've got a liquid tank storage.
1 second.
You're awful at naming stuff.
I haven't named that one. I'm just looking at it
I told
now.
you to rename everything.
1 second. Liquid pollutant tank. Right, it's called liquid pollutant tank. And
What?
liquid pollutant tank.
Can't see that. I can see liquid tank storage.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely there.
What's the buffer tank called?
The buffer tank is called pollutant pressure tank.
Liquid pollutant tank.
Yeah, you found it. Yeah.
And then what? Pollutant pressure tank.
Yes.
Okay, it's on.
So have you turned the code on and exported it?
Power critical.
Yeah, and all the pins are done.
Okay. So at the moment the vent isn't on, which is fine because it shouldn't be.
And I've got no errors.
Why is that 64 degrees? Because you're coming in at 151, so we're warming it up a little bit, but that's fine. That's fine. I don't think it's evaporating in. Oh, it is evaporating still. Ah, it's still colder. It's fine. Okay, so we have a sort of cooling. So I'm going to bring this pipe in, and we may need to rework. So I want to have this inside, so that we don't have to keep coming outside to do things. So I'm about to bring the pipe in.
So yeah, so now you've got that, what do you do now?
So now we have to create a system that is going to take heat out of the room and dump it into that liquid. And the easiest way of doing that, so we could use an AC, but like I said, the AC expects gas as a waste.
But doesn't that just warm the liquid up?
Yes.
That's not what you want, is it? Isn't the liquid meant to be the coolant?
Yeah, but that's the whole point in cooling. It's there to cool down your gas. So I'm gonna
Yeah, I don't
make.
understand.
So I'm gonna make the phase change device, and I'll try and talk through this. Now this is where it's gonna start getting even more vague than normal. So please bear with me as I try.
Can you just give me props first for actually like doing that by myself?
Well done, my darling.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
to be fair, apart from the conversion, you smashed it.
Yeah, fuck that, didn't I?
Yeah, but that we don't work in Kelvin, so I'm not. You're not expected to remember that often. Got any more copper? We've got loads of copper. I don't care about that 0.5 silicon that can go. Right, copper, steel, and silicon. Just need some steel now. Steel. Right, my darling, can you see the pipe that I brought in? It's kind of above the trees. That is going to feed to a phase change device. So we need a place to put that.
Just all up to you.
Well, I was kind of hoping you'd do it.
Well, you told me to make the room too small.
I didn't tell you to make the room too small. I said that room size is fine, and it is fine.
No, you told me to make it 2x3.
Yeah, and it's fine. Phase change device.
How big is it?
1 second, you'll find out in a sec. I need 2 steel. Oh, I need 4 steel. Have you got any steel sheets on you?
No.
We had some. Where are they all? Have you got any more hidden lockers anywhere? Did I use them all outside? We may have used them all outside.
Come
Nah,
on.
fuck it. I'll just make
Just
some
gonna
more.
kick in a microwave, real.
You're doing what, sorry?
Waiting for you.
Yeah, well, I'm just getting the stuff for the thing that we're about to build. Oh, there's something you can do, actually. But you can come out here and do it yourself.
Can't.
You can.
Can't.
Oh, I'll do it then. Why am I doing everything?
Because I'm the boss of this one,
Right.
remember?
That's the phase change device. Figure out where that needs to go while I get what I want to get. Oh, is there... There isn't a liquid. There's only a gas display, so that's fine.
You can't go on the ceiling.
No, it has to go on the floor somewhere. Right, steel sheets are in here. Steel
I assume
sheet.
these tanks aren't staying here forever.
What, the stuff on the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that'll be going. I mean, once we've got this cooling up and running, in theory, we might not need to do that anymore. Assuming we get this right.
Do what anymore?
You know, where you're pressuring the greenhouse and then depressurizing it.
Not about them tanks. I'm on about your oxygen and your liquid nitrogen tank.
Oh, no, yeah. The liquid nitrogen will be stored somewhere else. The oxygen tank will empty it and we'll just chuck it.
So is it liquid we're putting into this?
Liquid onto one side, yeah. I'm just trying to
What
think.
we're bringing out? What we're bringing in from outside? Liquid.
Just give me a second. Sorry, 1 minute. Got the console. You've got the phase change device. Oh, I need pipes. So it has 3 pipe connections. We're going to need insulated pipe, I think, for this. I've got 4 insulated. After that, it can just be normal pipe. I'll make some normal. And I think we'll just get rid, to be honest.
Is it liquid coming from outside?
Yes. I've got
Not
a
sure
passive
if that's in a
vent.
good place or not.
We're gonna need another passive vent. And the rest can be insulated normal pipes. I do need steel and silicon now. Silicone. Silicone. And steel. We should hopefully... Your
You got the
vent...
stuff to build this?
Yep, I'll chuck it through now. All being well, your vent will come on shortly.
You're not going to know from in here, though, are you?
Well, I've chucked you the console stuff. If I give you the data disk, you can connect that to... well, you could connect it to the buffer tank. You connect it to the liquid tank. I'd probably do the liquid tank. Oh, well, no. If you want to check it's working first, do the buffer tank.
Not sure you're going to be happy with that, but...
Right, I'm coming in now anyway. Right. Oh, nice and 25 degrees. Let me strip off. Oh, I didn't realise insulation was classed as a tool. Interesting. Okay, so that is the heat connection. Oh god, it's been ages since I've done this. This is the evaporation chamber. So the evaporation chamber is the one.
Oh.
I think this is the one that causes the cooling. I can't remember.
You
1 second.
glass?
Yes. Evaporates liquid into gases. Liquid and gases will both exist inside the blah blah, lowering the pressure target of the input.
Got the data disk?
I've tripped on the floor through the airlock, I think. I think this is the one. I think this is the right device. It might be a bit of a pain having it rotated that way, though.
What do you want it on? The pollutant tank? Liquid pollutant tank?
Put it on the... not the liquid one. Whatever I called the buffer one, I can't remember. You got it?
Pollutant pressure tank?
Yes, that's it. There we go. So you can see we've got 11 megapascal in there. I have not turned the valves on. Fuck. I'll be back in a second. That phase change device, my darling, isn't going to work there.
I don't know where else to put it.
I wonder if it's worth us... I don't know, but there's not really much room there for it. 1 second.
There isn't much room in this fucking room because you're trying to do it too little.
No, it's not too little. We can get it.
I can take some of these thingies out, harvest.
Oh, some of the
trees.
Yeah, take a few of those out for now. We don't need a massive farm to begin with. You'll be pleased to know your vent is on.
Woot woot.
So that is working. Well done, you.
You're fucking welcome.
Very, very nice. We're not quite collecting liquid pollutant yet, but we're not far. Oh, we are collecting it now. So liquid pollutant at 60... What was it? 65.1 degrees.
Where's a better place to put this?
No.
Like, the same way round or span round?
So... Obviously, we want to be able to see the front of it, ideally, and we've got pipes on either side of it. So as long as there's enough room for all of that... the problem is where the IC housing is, isn't it? We're going to need...
Too far back?
I would put it forward a bit just because we're going to want to be able to get to this housing.
Oh, I'm getting a lot of red text.
So yeah, that'll probably be alright where that is now. Got to somehow run that liquid pipe to it.
I'm getting a lot of red text, so it might kick me off.
Yeah, what does it say?
Index was out of range, must be non-negative and less than the size of the collection.
Yeah, because that makes loads of sense. I have no idea what that means. Right, so I'm gonna have to replace these pipes. They're gonna have to be coloured in because we're gonna get confused
What's
between.
that creaking?
I can't hear any creaking.
Okay.
So
Is it just because you were taking the pipes off?
well, I couldn't hear any anyway. But then I have got my suit on, so not sure. I'm going to paint these pipes just because I know 100% we'll end up getting water to it, and that would not be good. So if we go for yellow for pollutant, and I'm just going to print off some more pipes, my darling. I won't be a second. And then we'll go through what the phase change device is. But like I said, it's not something I'm overly comfortable with. So I probably will explain things wrong. But I will try my best.
What's the lowest pressure you can breathe?
If you anything below 20 kPa, you'll get warnings.
Okay. You take your time, dear.
I'm just putting out pipes, and I've also just had to go outside to spray some of them yellow so I don't get any more pollutant in here than what's already in here. I don't know why it's so hot. Oh, we ain't got a vent in here, never mind. Right, I'm coming. McKinnon. Hello. Mate, it's getting hot in here, isn't it? 28 degrees.
Let's
Okay.
wave at you, bitch.
Yeah, I've got pipes in my hand, I can't wave. And, look, your code must be working. Because the pressure's now dropping. Your vent must have gone off. So, well done you.
Why would it be dropping?
Because the vent's off, but we're still pulling pollutant out, and those one-way valves are in there. So it'll just slowly lose pressure throughout the day anyway. But that's fine. Okay. So the way the evaporation chamber works is it takes in the liquid and it forces it to evaporate. That forced evaporation is what will do the cooling for us.
Because evaporation cools, condensation warms.
Correct. Yes. So
Okay.
what
So
I'm going
this is the liquid pollutant.
That's the liquid pollutant coming in. Now, if you have a look at that at the moment, it's about 70 degrees, which is still okay. It's not like
Hot, innit?
it's hard, but if you think about, we pulled that in at
So why is it getting hotter?
It's getting hotter because it's not staying as liquid yet. We haven't got enough pressure in that pipe. We need the pressure. So if you have a look at pollutant in your station PDR, so anything above that liquid line is where it will stay liquid. So because it's about 70 degrees, let me turn this to Celsius. Okay, we need a pressure of about 4.4 megapascal for it to stay liquid.
It's on 4.5.
Yes, so we're slightly above. So you can see that the amount of liquid we have is now increasing.
The temperature changing.
The temperature won't change.
Oh, it's going up a bit.
Yeah, it's because we're probably still pumping in hot pollutant. So the temperature's going up, the pressure will be coming down slightly because we're obviously evaporating. But that's just what's going to happen during the day. It's going to get a little bit warm in there, but at the end of the day, it's okay.
The temperature's going up.
Yeah, the temperature's going to go up slightly because we're still... See how you've got your tank, your thingy tank here, it's all got pressure in.
Thingy tank?
The buffer tank, your consoles gets to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Whilst there's still pressure in there, we're still pumping in pollutant into the line, which is hot.
So how's your buffer tank plumbed in?
So the vent pressurizes the buffer tank. The buffer tank condenses the pollutant. And then obviously we have our condensation valves pulling, well, not pulling, allowing the liquid pollutant to go into our liquid tank.
So instead of just doing it through a pipe, you're doing it from a tank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the reason the temperature's going up is because we're just pushing 130 degree pollutant into it, but we're not evaporating it at the moment. So there's no cooling happening in that tank. We're just now collecting liquid pollutant. That's what's happening there.
What do you mean?
So that pipe is only... So the only reason we got it down to 65 earlier was because the liquid pollutant was coming in and it was evaporating instantly because we didn't have a high enough pressure to maintain liquid. The evaporation was cooling the tank down. But now that we've got a high pressure, we're no longer evaporating, we're just collecting. Which means it's not cooling now. So whatever comes in is the temperature it's going to be. So what will eventually happen is we will end up with around...
What are we collecting at this point? Just pollutant?
We're collecting... we've got pollutant in the tank, but we're building up slowly our liquid pollutant. Because we're pulling liquid in. We're not pulling it in. Those condensation valves are allowing liquid pollutant to pass through. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But we're not evaporating it at the moment. Because the pressure's too high. So...
Okay. So that's why there's so much pollutant in there as well as the liquid pollutant.
Yes, and the liquid pollutant isn't going anywhere because it's just staying as liquid.
Mm-hmm. Which is good though, because that's what you want.
Yeah, we want a large amount of liquid in there. So that will, so very slowly, that will build up. We'll just get more and more, and the pressure shouldn't change too much in there because it should be staying as liquid any more that comes in. The temperature will just increase though. So at its max, what did you set it to? 140?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't know.
So if we never used it, then what should happen is we should start collecting liquid constantly, and it will eventually hit about... Well, what did you set the pressure to on the liquid tank? Can you remember?
5,000?
Right, so we ain't going to get to that then. We're only going to get to... We may have to reduce the temperature that we're pulling in, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, basically, we're just going to keep collecting pollutant, but it's going to get warmer and warmer and warmer in there. We don't care about the temperature of that liquid pipe. We're not bothered, because that pipe isn't where we're going to have the cooling happen. The cooling is going to happen in this device. This
So it
just...
doesn't really matter what temperature it pulls through it.
The cooler the liquid, the better our cooling would be in this. But it doesn't matter, because all we have to make sure is that this pipe is within 70 degrees of what we want. And we know that when this evaporates, it's going to get colder. Hopefully that makes sense so far. It might not.
I think so.
So what's going to happen is it's going to pass in whatever liquid you want. We're using pollutant. And the device is going to evaporate the pollutant. We're going to set it...
Could we not have used that green tank?
What green
Do you not-
tank?
Liquid nitrogen.
We could have done, but we've got unlimited pollutant. We've almost got this working now anyway. So we'll just keep that for another day. So liquid comes in, gets forced evaporated, which causes the cooling effect, and then the waste pollutant gets passed into the pipe above the liquid. So this bit here, this is where it's just going to dump out gas pollutant.
So does it warm it up then? Is that how it evaporates it? How do
No,
you
so
evaporate it?
we set the pressure that we want it to be. So remember that liquid can only exist as liquid as long as its pressure is
Oh,
met.
that graph. Yeah.
Yeah, so what you do is on your graph, you have a look at what temperature you want. So for the greenhouse, let's say we're going to go for 25 degrees. Yeah?
Mhm.
It can only exist as liquid if the pressure is above 3652.
3662.
Oh, mine says 3652.
Look at mine.
I can't, it's too small. But it's fine. It's like literally 10 kPa, it's nothing. So what we do is we set the phase change device to that. So we go 3652 is what I'm reading it out. So I'm going to set this to 3652. So what that means is it's going to make sure that the inside of this will not be any more than that.
How does it do that though?
Well, it kind of works as... I look at it as kind of like a pressure regulator. Like, you're making sure that you don't allow any further pressure than that in.
Does it also stop it dropping or?
Yeah, it'll try and maintain that. Because what will happen is it'll just keep feeding in liquid. Because the pressure is 3652, obviously, you put a bit of liquid in. At the moment, in there is 0. If you get your tablet, it's 0. If we pump a little bit of liquid in, until it gets to the 3652, it can't exist as liquid. Which means it will just come in and evaporate instantly. And that is what's going to cause the cooling. Until the pressure gets to 3652. Because when
What
that
happens when it gets to 3652?
it will start releasing the gas out of this top pipe. And it will maintain that pressure inside the machine. So you'll keep feeding liquid in, and it will keep releasing it out.
Okay.
What we do on the other side is this just needs to be connected to our greenhouse. Now, this isn't going to be the best way of doing this, but I'm just going to stick a passive vent there for now.
Why is that not the best way?
Because realistically, you probably want a bit more volume in there, so we would probably like make a longer pipe throughout the entire greenhouse. But for the sake of just showing you how this works, that'll do.
Well, and then put the vent this side.
Yeah, you put multiple vents in the room. So
Put it on the ceiling.
Yeah, that would be fine. We can do that. But right now, I haven't got the vents. So what this does is, if it goes above that pressure, it will release the gas. More liquid will come in, the liquid will evaporate, it'll go out, and that cycle continues and continues and continues. That evaporation will try and make the machine the temperature that we would get for that gas. So in this case, it will be 25 degrees. And it will exchange that temperature with the greenhouse. So in theory, what will happen is the heat from the greenhouse will be transferred into the gas of the pollutant coming out. And the cold that will exist in the evaporation chamber will go into the pipe for the greenhouse and will cause the greenhouse to cool.
How is it changing it from liquid to gas?
This machine isn't changing it. The liquid, because
Because of the pressure and shit.
Yes, if you look at the liquid at the moment, obviously we've got 3.5 litres. It's not a lot. We need it to keep running a little bit more. But the only reason that has got liquid in it is because of the pressure. If that pressure went lower, some of that liquid would evaporate. Because if you look in your Stationpedia, if you get to 81.3 or 81, it's looking for a pressure of about 4594. Which we're probably on. It's 4.6. So it's reached that state of equilibrium, whatever that word is. I don't fucking know. But yeah, if we reduce the pressure, if I put another pipe segment on that, it will start to evaporate. Because the pressure would drop. So it can't all exist as liquid.
When it evaporates, it becomes gas.
Correct. Yeah, evaporation becomes gas, and during that process, it cools.
condensation becomes liquid.
So this device isn't cooling the liquid, it's forcing the liquid to a pressure that will make the liquid evaporate.
Yeah. Basically forcing it to change its state, innit?
Yeah. And
Yeah, okay.
the pollutant, because if we use any gas, this pressure would be different. We'd set this to a different pressure. But for pollutant, we're going to set it to that. At that point, it will get to 25 degrees. It'll get to 3652 kilopascals, and if we then dump heat into it, the pressure will... If we dump heat into it, the pressure inside the machine will increase.
When you say dump heat, do you mean...
Oh, I don't mean dump. Okay.
The passive vent Brit takes in...
So the passive vent's connected, so we're going to have a hot pipe. So look at this room, 34 degrees at the moment. So that pipe is 34 degrees. This pipe will cause the evaporation chamber to warm up because it will go inside the machine, which will increase the pressure, which will force pollutant out of this pipe, and as a result we will then get liquid pollutant go inside, which will then evaporate because we lost the pressure and will cause the cooling. At this point, I'm going to say to anyone watching this, feel free to disagree with what I'm saying and correct me. Absolutely. I'm trying my best to explain what's going to happen. But I'm probably getting it a little bit wrong. Or a lot wrong. So what I'm going to do, Melanie, I'm going to go put a passive...
Wait. So the liquid's coming in at whatever temperature.
Yep.
This machine is going to make it that pressure so that it goes to that temperature.
Yep.
The greenhouse thingy at 35 is coming in. And then what?
And then what's happening is the gas that's inside the chamber will heat exchange with that greenhouse pipe. So the greenhouse will get colder. The machine will get
with
warmer.
What's in the machine.
It's not going to mix. The greenhouse won't mix. Only the temperature is going to exchange.
Wow, what's the difference?
If you say mix, it sounds like you're going to put greenhouse gas into there and it mixed with the pollutant, but that's not what's going to happen. It's the temperature that's exchanging. So you know how when we're doing our fuel mix, we want the two to be the same temperature, so we put in a heat exchanger between them? That's what this is going to do. So the gas isn't going to transfer into the machine, it's just the temperature that's going to exchange with the machine.
So because this is a passive vent, the 35 degree is going in.
It'll be inside of a chamber inside the machine, yep.
Exchanging with what's already in there at the 25 degrees. And then it'll come back out at the 25 because it's passive.
Yeah, so basically this pipe should cool, which is connected to the entire room, so the entire room should cool through that passive vent.
Okay.
In theory.
Assuming what you've just told me is correct, I think I kind of get it.
So all I'm going to go and do, don't turn it on yet, is I'm going to go and, because that gas pipe that's going up, I need to get a passive vent to it.
So what happens when you pull the lever? Why is there a lever?
Don't press the lever. The lever basically releases the gas out of the machine into the room.
What gas? Which one?
It'll be the pollutant. Yeah. That is there as like an emergency kind of empty. It just never hit that lever. It's not needed. So I'm going to go and put a passive vent up for that gas pipe. Can you just get the chamber connected to power once you've done what you're doing?
Do you have any cable?
I do have some cable. Yeah, have all my cable. I'm just going to go and make a couple of valves as well. Copper. I really hope I explained that correctly. And my guess is I've kind of said it right, but people will probably try and say it in a way that's more clear, which will probably then just confuse me and make me go, eh? But explain it to Sophie. She'll understand it. I won't.
I understand what your concept of it is. So you didn't do that bad a job. Like, I don't know if it was right, but...
What I said makes sense. Not necessarily what's going to happen. Okay, so I'm just going to connect another condensation valve just to increase the speed here. And then over here, going to put a one-way valve connected to a passive vent. Don't know if the one-way valve is needed, but that's what I'm going with. And then I'll just get this connected here, which should, in theory, speed up the transfer of liquid pollutant. So how we're looking at the moment. So we've... Oh, mate, we've got 147 litres of liquid pollutant in this tank.
Is that good?
That's very good. Very, very good. And that's in the liquid tanks. We've transferred that in there. And we've still got 63 litres in the thingy tank. That is very, very good. So I'm going to come in now. And in theory, we should be able to get the greenhouse down to 25 degrees.
Just wish it was a bit bigger.
We can expand it once we've done what we're doing. If we can get a small volume working, then we'll definitely be able to get we'll be able to work towards getting a larger volume working. So, do you want to do the honors?
Of?
Turning it on? So, if you look at the machine, of your tablet, you can see that the pollutant's coming in and it's instantly cooling down. Because the pressure hasn't hit a pressure that the pollutant is happy with. You'll see it gets to the pressure we set, and then it will start slowing down, and it will probably reduce a little bit. Oh no, that's perfectly gone to it. So at the moment, you can see...
So you've set it to 3652, so is that 3.65?
Yeah, near enough.
Yeah.
So you can see that the pollutant is warming up.
And there's becoming less pollutant gas in there, isn't it? Because it's turning into liquid.
No, it's not turning into liquid. The liquid is turning into gas. The liquid
So why
is
is there more
evaporating.
liquid in there than gas?
Because it's the liquid that's coming in.
Okay.
So over here, you can see that this... Oh, there we go. So now that we've filled up, look, with the pollutant, you can now see the evaporation chamber coming down in temperature. Because we've filled it up with liquid, we're now got full evaporation. We're not building up the liquid in there. It's already full. So all the evaporation that's happening there now is all going towards cooling. And if you look at the pipe going in on the left, you'll see it's kind of flickering at the moment. Between like 41.4. Might not have been the best way of doing this, actually.
What do you mean?
Well, this will work. However, the problem is our greenhouse is susceptible to massive temperature changes. What we should probably be doing with this is using it to cool a tank of CO2. And then we inject the CO2 into the greenhouse to cool it down when it's getting too hot. It's probably what we should be doing. This is going to do the job, but it's only going to work as long as we've got liquid pollutant. If we run out of liquid pollutant, the temperature will spike. But you can see there, look, we've got... So the chamber's down to 36.7. And it's still coming down pretty quick. And the greenhouse itself is now also coming down. Now, I'm just going to go and have a look at how much liquid pollutant we've got, because I'm hoping we're not going through it too quick. I hope. I think people will say we shouldn't have done it that way, because it will warm the greenhouse up if it... Oh no, we've still got 179 litres of liquid, we're fine.
So what should you say? Sorry, what?
So the problem we've got there is if we run out of liquid pollutant, there is nothing in there to cool. Which means that all we're going to have is hot pollutant trying to cool down our greenhouse, so it's just going to cause our greenhouse to get hot. Now, what you could do instead is like you build up some gas that you want to cool, and that gas, so like for example, you would have a tank of CO2, and we would connect that to the side of the chamber. When the CO2 gets down to the temperature that we want it to do, we move that CO2 to a separate system, so then it's just cold and it stays cold. Now, I'm pretty confident in our setup because we are not going through this pollutant very quickly. We've still got 173 litres in here. I think we'll be fine.
So I don't understand then why you've done it.
No, I've just done it because, A, like I told you, I'm not exactly, like, one with the phase change on this game.
So as long as you don't run out of liquid pollutant,
At the moment,
it's fine.
I think we're going to be alright. To the point where I'm going to ask you to do an extra bit of coding before we log off, if that's alright. Please. What I want you to do is I'm going to make another console. We're going to have an LED, and I want to read the volume of liquid that you're reading. I want you just to save it to a console, so we can see how many liters of liquid we've got in the tank outside. That's all I want you to do, and then we'll be able to see if the pollutant is being used really quickly. So if we just put this, it doesn't really matter. I wish you could put these upside down, but it doesn't work that way. Never mind. You got any spare cables?
Yeah.
Thanks, dear. Labeler. Liquid pole console. So yeah, you just need to alias a console or an LED to another pin.
What's this for, sorry?
So all this is going to do is just display on the console how many litres of pollutant we've got in that tank outside. So we don't have to keep going outside.
What should I call it?
What, the LED? Well, I just called it a liquid pol console. Do whatever you want to call it. It doesn't really matter.
So, how do you read something to an LED then? Wait, let me have a look. Wait.
Same as every device. Well, same as most devices, I should say.
So you just save it to it.
Yep.
I'm saving the pressure from the cooling liquid tank.
Not the pressure, the volume of liquid.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I don't need to do that.
We could probably store that pollutant and use that for something else later, because that's quite cold. Could keep that. I might quickly go and do that, so I remember for next time. Well, so I don't try and thingy for next time.
What logic type though?
I think it's the setting. So it's the same as, when you want to write to your console, you just do to the DB setting, don't you? Fuck. Press that button too quick. And then also
Filter low.
make a regulator.
It just says 1. I don't think I've done it right.
It just says 1.
Oh, hold on, no way.
I'll be back in a second. I just want to make a quick change to this.
You know when you've got a piece of code, so like I've got this that's like reading it and then changing it.
Mm-hmm.
But I put this piece of code for the display console in between. Because what I've done is I'm already loading
Oh, yeah, you
the
already...
volume of liquid into R2.
Yes.
But I've put it at the end, whereas obviously I've done other stuff to R2.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
could I slot that in before I change R2?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would work. Oh, bloody hell. If I do that, just for a bit of safety, whack this up to something higher than that. Let's go for now we'll go 10 megapascal. And that just means I'm not wasting, because I'm sure we could find a use for this cold pollutant. That's 29 degrees. There must be something we can do with that. Like, I'm going to go higher than that. I'm going to go 30 megapascal. Even if we just store that, feed it back into another system. We're going to get to 3 megapascal and it will... Oh, no, we can't do 3, can we then? This is going to cause it to liquefy, isn't it? Fuck.
So this display currently says 147.5.4.
So that's how many litres of liquid we've got.
Is that right?
So we have 147 according to this tank.
Now 146.7. So that's right, yeah?
I think so. I'm still seeing a 147, but it's not that accurate. Oh yeah, 146 now. So yeah,
Okay,
you've done
I've done it. Piece of piss.
Yeah. So as what we need to kind of monitor is that...
Anti-critical.
Shit, I'm gonna die. Oh shit. Oh no, I'm alright now. I'm in vacuum. All we need to make sure is that during the night we are building up liquid more than what we had prior. As long as that number goes up every day, we're fine.
Okay.
What I've done as well, this pollutant here. So next time we play, so this pipe at the top is nice cold pollutant. What I was doing was just dumping it out into Vulcan. But what we should probably do is we should probably store that, because we could use that again in this cycle.
Why don't you put it back into the buffer tank?
Well, yeah. I mean, in theory, we could put that straight back into the liquid tank. Although it will condense, which will mean it will cause more heat.
Airtight critical.
Ah, shut up with your air tank critical. We're fine. I've got to say, like, I enjoy Vulcan, but I'm a noob. We have not died yet, and we've got a somewhat working fating system, my darling. We are doing all right.
You saying that like it's good, or?
I'm saying that as it's surprising. I'm just gonna do something outside. You can come out if you want. I'll show you what I'm doing. in a moment. Right, do that. Oh, I bet people have told me to use multiple valves, actually. Bet they would say that. Because people are clever. I don't need to be using power on that back pressure regulator. We'll go for 2 of those. You outside?
Was that said before you even said it, mate?
Oh, sorry. I apologise.
Just come to see how you've set it up.
Oh, I'm just finishing this bit over here now. Because this bit's gonna pop if I don't sort it out.
Why?
So at the moment we're just storing like cold pollutant, but the problem is that pollutant at 20 something degrees only needs to get to a pressure of 3.6, and then it will start to condense, and in that pipe, because it's a gas tank, it'll pop. So what I'm
Why don't you put it in a tank? Why you put it in just a...
Well, I'm just about to set up a temporary location to store liquid. So I'm just going to put that there. And I was going to put a couple of condensation valves on. But don't exactly have tons of room here. I'll do it on the other side. I'll do it down here. Oh, somewhere. Fuck's sake. You know what? Let's move that pressure regulator.
And then what are you using that liquid for?
At the moment, nothing. We're just going to store it. Because it seems ridiculous not to store that. That is really... Because if you think we're bringing in hot pollutant and getting it down to like 70 degrees, if this pollutant is 20, imagine how cold we'll be able to get this. What am I doing? Bringing this up. I could do that.
Hunger critical.
Oh my god, so many triangles. Hang on, this doesn't work the way I want it to work. What's that pipe there? That's for the greenhouse. That's not going to work. This cable can go. Let me get rid of this. Grab those pipes. Put one there. One there. Does this bit, what I'm doing here, make sense, my darling?
I've come in, but I assume you're just grabbing the cold gas.
Yeah, I'm just trying to store it into a liquid network because it is going to liquefy 100%.
So you just put in condensation valves going to a liquid tank?
Yeah. And then if that pollutant liquefies, which I'm pretty sure it will, we're just going to store it in there. The liquid will get past... What's that noise?
Something's creaking.
Something is creaking. I think it's this pipe out here. It's got a stress of 10.7. We're not pulling the liquid pollutant out quick enough, but I think it will sort itself out. Our liquid tank is also at a pressure of 4.92. What temperature have you got in there in the evaporation chamber?
27.6.
Going up or down?
Not moving right now.
No, because what's happening is we're taking in hot pollutant and we're putting it into the tank, which is causing a high pressure in a liquid tank, and that's what that noise is. Because it can only handle 6 megapascal, we're at 4.95. We may need to... Well, you've got your code set, haven't you? So it shouldn't go above 5, I think. Is what you did, right?
What, the buffer tank?
The liquid pollutant tank.
The liquid one?
Yeah, didn't we set that to 5?
5,000.
Yeah, so it's not going to get much more. So at any one time, we're only going to store about 200 litres of pollutant, but we're currently on now, you can see it, 210. Bear in mind, we're on 171. We are gaining pollutant every night by a long shot.
So it's gone up slightly now. It's 27.7. 27.8.
The temperature's going up now, is it?
Mhm. Well, I thought at that pressure it should be 25.
It's not got to that pressure yet, though, has it? So that's where it will get to when it's happy with it.
Yeah.
At the moment, what do you mean?
What, the evaporation chamber?
Yeah.
At 3.65.
Yeah, but so that at that pressure, when the liquid settles, is the temperature will be 25 degrees. But the liquid has to work to that, and it's not going to happen until it gets the greenhouse to 25. Once it settles, that'll work.
The greenhouse is still on 29. But I think you need more vents.
The greenhouse is probably going up in temperature. If I had to
Why?
guess. Check it, but I bet it is. I bet it's going up.
Why would it? I don't understand.
I'll come in. I'm just a bit conscious about this tank out here, but... Oh shit, that's cold. We might pop a pipe out here. It's fine.
And what I don't understand is the temperature inside the evaporation chamber is 28.1.
Mm-hmm.
So why is the temperature inside the yellow pipe 28? Wait. 29.9.
Going up or down? I'm
Well,
coming
it
in, actually.
keeps flicking.
Let me just get a light. I'll come and have a look.
But now, yeah, the temperature in the room's going up is 30 degrees.
Yeah, so this is this is why I think
I
people...
don't understand why.
It's because we're pumping in hot pollutant. So during the night, your system is on. So you're collecting pollutant at 127 degrees. So what's happening is that hot pollutant is basically making its way to this evaporation chamber.
This says the pressure of this pipe is dangerously high.
Yes, the whole system is currently at very high pressure. So we've got 5.06. It won't pop until it gets to 6. But what should happen is at night, I'm hoping the pressure will drop.
And condensation's happening in that pipe, so does that mean that pipe's going to get hotter?
That pipe will get hotter, but that's where I've put, on the outside where I've just put those liquid pipes, because I said I wanted to collect the cold pollutant. That is that pipe there. So don't worry too much. That one doesn't matter. That one's insulated. That gets hot, it gets hot. It's not the end of the world. I'm just trying to think whether we're going to have a problem with this liquid pipe.
I get it now, I don't get what's happening.
This is going to... So... How do I explain it? We're at night, because it's cold pollutant outside or cold air, that's when your system turns on.
Mm-hmm.
The system is creating more and more liquid pollutant,
Mm-hmm.
which goes into the liquid pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Because the liquid pipe is getting hotter, because don't forget that liquid pollutant is coming in at like 120 something degrees.
Yeah.
So it means that more pressure is needed in the pipe to keep it as liquid.
Okay.
Which is what's causing the noise, because we're now like 80% pressure of what that pipe can, no, 80 whatever percent that pipe can handle. The reason this is getting hotter in here is because the liquid pollutant that is coming in is 108 degrees. So even though the evaporation chamber is showing 29, that temperature is going up. We're pulling in hotter pollutant. It's the input that is exchanging with the room.
I thought the whole point of this chamber was to get it to a certain pressure.
Yes, which it will a certain temperature, which it will do. But it's because we are pumping more hot pollutant into the system. What will happen is that pressure on that console, when that gets below, I think it's about 4 megapascal, we should start seeing the pressure in this liquid pipe drop, because we won't be transferring any more liquid pollutant into the system.
I don't know. I don't understand. Did you not see this coming?
What?
Well, did you not know that this was going to happen?
I told you I'm not exactly one with the phase change. I understand it to a point, and I have no doubt there'll be certain people who say, "You've done it wrong, do this," or "You know how to do this, you're better than this." I'm like, no, I'm not. I think to improve this system, all we need to do is we need some kind of regulation on the liquid pipe. So if the pressure gets this high, we just release some of it, because it's not worth the hassle. Or we...
I thought you needed the pressure this high because it's high temperature.
Yeah, or we reduce the temperature of what we're pulling in the pollutant. Because we're pulling it in at 140, I think you said, didn't you? Like, as long as the temperature is below 140, turn it on. Maybe we change that to like 135. And just see what difference it makes. Because I don't know about you, but that's going to give me an headache if I listen to that for too much longer. Nothing's popping, which is good. It's just not happy. But I think that is a job for next time, to be honest.
Yes, kind of late.
I don't think we've done too bad. I think we've got a system which is sort of working. Don't forget, this room early got to 41. We're down 10 degrees. So that's good.
Maybe I'm getting tired, but what's happening now? I don't know.
What's happening now, it just isn't making sense.
I kind of get it, but I just don't understand. You said that it goes in there any temperature, that sets it to the temperature, and then it's meant to kick it out. Why ain't it working?
It will. We've got it set to 3652. So at that pressure, pollutant will eventually level out. So there'll be so much liquid in there. If I disconnect the greenhouse from it, that will eventually sort itself out to the point where both the greenhouse and that will get to 25 degrees. The problem at the moment is we're pumping in hot pollutant, and we also have a hot greenhouse. That's all. When it gets the greenhouse down to 25, we would see less of these spikes. Unfortunately, because of how we've set it up, we're going to get spikes quite often because it's very...
I just thought with that graph, if it was at that pressure, it'd be that temperature.
Yeah, but it's not just like, oh yeah, done. It's got to get to that. You've got to slowly keep evaporating the pollutant, and the evaporation is what causes the cooling. But at the moment, it's not evaporating quick enough. We're dumping heat into it via the liquid. Our liquid's too hot. Not much we can do about that though. I need to stop this fucking noise. Jesus Christ, going through my head.
Well, we're logging off now anyway. It's a next time job.
Yeah. So I think we'll be alright. Because we've still got food, haven't we? I mean, we've got 8 cereal bars. So we need to get these potatoes growing next time. If not, we're probably going to die.
Oh, I know I can buy cake.
Yep, you can buy cake. A minute on the lips, a lifetime on the hips.
I can only afford 8 of them.
Yeah, but that'll do you for a while. Then we'll be skint. But then
You have to sell your body.
this is working. It's just taking a while, that's all. But we should start seeing it go down shortly. At the moment, all I'm seeing is it go up. That's not great, but it's fine. I mean, to be fair, at this point, I would expect it to be going down now because we're not feeding any more liquid in. .9. That should be going down.
Hydration critical.
I mean, I told you, I warned you this. I never said I 100% knew how to do phase change. I told you I wasn't a dab hand at this. Basically, what we should probably do is the setup is almost done. All I think we should do is collect CO2 and we plug the CO2 inside of this instead. And we have it
The
cool.
temperature in there is still going up.
But that's because it's trying to draw heat from the greenhouse, I think. Oh, look, the pressure in our pipe's gone down a little bit. It's now on 5.06. But yeah, until the greenhouse cools down, the temperature in there is going to go up. Because it's trying to get the two. I think what will have to happen is... Oh, no, the greenhouse is still going up. What? Why? It won't be feeding... Unless it is still feeding in hot. We're going to check the thing outside. We'll log off in a second. I just need to check something. But yeah, I think people will say, don't want to connect it like this, you need to connect it to... Yeah, there's no more liquid in there, so why...
So if you think that's what people was going to say to you, why didn't we do it that way to start with?
Because it only just occurred to me now.
Okay.
What do you want from me, my darling? Thick as pig shit.
You said it.
And then this is... Okay, so we've got 19 litres in there as well, but that's starting to warm up. But yeah, maybe we should connect that to that. Or we just get rid of this, because this isn't worth the hassle.
Jetpack critical.
Uh-oh. Alright, we're going to call it there anyway. So, obviously, very happy for people to tell us what I did wrong. But I
Not
personally...
what wrong, just what could you do different?
Well, it's not really working, so it's what I did wrong. But I think all we need to... Oh, shut up, lady. All I think I need to do is change this line to connect to like a CO2 or something a bit more stable on temperature. Cool that down. As for this, I don't know how to get it to stop doing the fucking whining. But yeah, I don't know whether as well, like, reducing the temperature that we pull it in would help as well. I don't know. Setting it to maybe
Why is
one...
the pressure in this room going up? As well as the temperature?
Because as the temperature goes up, the pressure increases.
Oh, okay.
That's just a gas law thing. That's... The temperature is coming down. No, it isn't. It's going up. I don't understand. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll call it here. So, thank you for your time. Again, we appreciate any help you want to offer. Feel free to explain to Sophie how phase change actually works.
I doubt many people make it this far from us, so
Well, we'll see.
we are pretty boring.
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, until next time, take care, and we will see them. Bye.